Another fine day, another wonderful day, another good day for us to get together and have conversations. Another day for us to talk about things that are important for us, that are important for you, that is important for me, that is important for our community. Another day for us to talk about football, another day for us to talk about soccer, another day for us to talk about WAFCON. You see, I am handsome, I am smiling. Yeah, uh, that is what football can do, especially for some of us. We really like the game, we really like the sport. We had the chance to have played a little bit of football. Um, uh, and we get platform now where we talk about football every now and then people who can insult you, people who can curse you. Oh, you don't know what you do. You be this, that. Oh, you be that, this. It's just beautiful. But again, we'll talk today about football. We'll talk about AFCON. I'll get a few people to join in. When I know as we ever do and for you know, any person we at some point in time, if you say get contributions for make if you call, if you let us know, uh, um, in the and then if you call, make your contribution. If you call, make your contribution. Yes, it could be another very, very fine conversation. Another very, very good conversation. Another very, very sweet conversation. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. If any person don't join, if you're watching, let us know if the volume is okay. Please let us know if the volume is okay on your end. Let us know if the volume is okay on your end. But for my end, I think see the volume they very, very fine. I told my the volume. Let me just test. Let me just try. Watching. Let us know if I think so for my end too. I think see the volume the very okay. So sour romance. The volume they good. Yeah, today want talk about WAFCON. I'll get two people to join me. I'll get my brother the Baron will go join me. I'll get my brother True Line will go join me. It's just wonderful. It's just exciting. My sister Lulu, say volume they okay. September they can reach, boss. You know, if you even know how I the count the days and towards September. I know definitely when we'll get here. By the way, I'll call you or I'll send you some video for some project the work on now for 3D. So may you probably start preparing because I like you also on that project. So yes, we want to talk today about football. We want to talk about now give me 1 second. I'll send link for people that get for join. So they can join in real time and we can get this conversation started. I never do live for some time now. I never do any live shows for some time now. It's been crazy busy with other things. I get so many things on my plate right now. I need to figure create time. And why I don't just do now one video with them. But I think say after October, it will get a little bit less busy, and then if we start, whether you get busy, you get less busy or not, we are making plans to actually do more. You can imagine. So we're going to present that trophy now for that former Africa football. And you know that's how funny life is, right? If we stay for you, they laugh about would you make let's say not just joke, but guess what? So certain kind of thing in day where you need to take and go for some kind of places. One of that thing there for me, I believe say, now that kind of how would one even take that kind of trophy? Go for go for that kind of office. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. At least the trophy now and this office now, you see, when you look at it, you be like, oh, okay, these guys are serious. Bro, how did we, like, yeah, we definitely had to. And I'm really happy about us winning, because people don't know why we, so person like me, had over celebrate the victory. I play football for Cameroon for my own small level. I experienced all kind of thing for football for Cameroon. And when I look at what is happening right now, it is 10 times more better than what it used to be. And it can get better. We are not even saying this is the peak, like this is like, oh, doing the best. No, we are not even saying Samuel Eto'o and Fecafoot, they don't hit that level. But we know for sure, say, gradually they build some foundation where if you yield fruits. I'll give you one example. People always get that people will always tell you, oh, Sako, wait till they don't do. And for them, wait till they don't do means how many trophies they don't win and all of that. Me particularly, I need to really focus on trophies, because now our trophy years be blind with all the corrupt things the way we go on for Fecafoot, all the mismanagement we go on for Fecafoot. Now those trophy years we make couldn't be if you see so Fecafoot be just float. It was never an organization. We know if you don't get CAF president for close to 25 years, get Fecafoot president for how many years, we'll get how many Nations Cup, how many this, how many that, and look at where we used to stay. And it was not even our own. Not even our building. I think we'll be render building a rental. You understand? But because say in the 2000s we won the Nations Cup, we won the Olympic, we had a very beautiful group of players who played until 2010. Eto'o left 2014. It won't be 2017. We win Nations Cup. People don't feel like all things they fine. No, a lot of things about Cameroon football, they underwater. We need some person where he not only get the experience, say he play, but he don't also learn how administration will work, and he they ready for continue learn how administration will work. So if he carry our football go for place where it could be sustainable. We don't want a system anymore where we turn after 10 days we win one trophy, after this we win one that, after this we win one that. No, we want a system where if we win, we know why we would win. Like wait till it happen now. Wanna give me 1 second. I bring in my brother. I think the first guest for today though. Boss. You get me? You get me? Okay, I'm not sure. You hear me? Okay, I'm not sure if you even hear me. Boss, you hear me? Okay, you need to hear me. I think I'll move it and then it will come back. Yeah, so as I will try for talk, there is more to this whole thing. It's not just about winning trophies. Winning trophies is good. The money comes into our system. We're picking if we get good clubs and good contracts and all of that. But if we not build a sustainable foundation, that is why we lost it after 2004. You understand? Once we win for 2000, we win for 2002. By 2004, we started going down. Because we never had a system. We never get a structure in place where for fit sustain with what you do as a country. And when you don't get that system in place, you go continue to win by chance, by this, by that. People will tell you how now I told that it already made 5 years of Fecafoot. You don't do it. No, you get for go back, go restructure things. So small thing anyway, it told them the fight and from the beginning way. When I look at the people that they criticize saying they work, that's one I don't know. By the way, I will not even blame. The honest truth now, say most of the people, I might bring my brother in again. I hope see this time around. It get me. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. So you get me?
Yeah, they get you.
Okay, I think I get you too now. Those online, I hope so I get you. If any person to watch, go ahead and let me know if I get you, if I get True Lion. Baba, welcome.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Very, very. I'm fine, man. just the weather, the heat, and all that, but I'm good.
Okay, yeah. I went down and signed it if you were hot. Oh no, you didn't. I think the hot too small.
No, it hot.
Yeah. We too for year. It's crazy. Like you just have to turn the AC on. And yeah, man, thank you very much for wanting to do this. We needed to talk about this, and moving forward, I think so we'll get more conversations on this topic. By the way, WAFCON, how you see the competition generally?
Honestly, I did not start watching the first, like, the group games, because I'm not sure if some of you felt like me. I was burnt out with the World Cup.
Yeah.
Too many games, so I was burnt out. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to occupy myself. But then when I heard the game I started watching was Cameroon versus Nigeria. That's the game I started watching. And I heard some good things about how Cameroon was performing. So during that Nigerian game, I just wanted to see how, Cameroon will play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed is their tactical formation approach, discipline, was evident that the girls actually, or the team, prepared very well and they were disciplined. And I think they were they're the best team I've seen in this competition as far as tactical approach. And it's based on that tactical approach that I think Cameroon actually won. Because if you look at the girls, right, individually, I don't think they are better than some of the players I've seen from Malawi and stuff like that. But collectively, Cameroon team was far better,
Before I go into that Cameroon team, I want to ask you about the competition itself. We see Nigeria not only lost against Malawi, they lost against Cameroon. In even countries like South Africa and maybe even Ghana, where people will really hope on them. Even Morocco, where not in the host, they were kicked out of the competition. You feel, say, because for a very long time, Nigeria don't win the competition 10 times. And they don't always be dominant. You think, say, maybe African football, especially for women, the playground don't start be leveled, like, they like will get this super person anymore.
Well, one thing we must acknowledge is that the number of countries participating in the tournament was increased.
Yes.
That's how Cameroon and Malawi actually came in, because they did not actually qualify. So that's a good initiative. That's a good initiative from CAF to open up, this competition to more countries. It helps actually develop, just same as we saw FIFA do. And that's why when some people go ahead to criticize CAF and FIFA, I laugh, because CAF and FIFA, their projects, what they have done is in order to better African football and bring more countries to compete and develop African football. And in my opinion, it's working, because you see, last edition, the prize money was $1 million. This edition, the prize money is $2 million.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to criticize CAF when you see things like this happening.
Wow. So for you, the football progress, or not other CAF kind of thing that progress?
No, of course, the football is actually progressing, because we saw two teams that have never been, that have never won, go to the finals. Of course, Cameroon previously had been to the finals 3 times, but this time around they actually won, So their
We
experience
lost.
actually overwhelmed that of Malawi. But you can tell the football is progressing because out of nowhere you see two sisters from Malawi playing excellent football. One of them plays here in Kansas City, the other one plays for Lyon in France. So football is actually progressing.
Cameroon, we'll talk about their qualification. Like you said already, they did not qualify directly when CAF decided, you know what, let us move this thing from 12 to 16. And then they came in. But the performance where they put them up, people they see one another, how did they not qualify directly? What do you think?
Qualification is actually different, right? It's a different ball game because sometimes you might call players, not everybody is available. You travel. If you're not traveling well, if you're not preparing well, that's why preparation in modern day football is almost 30% of the entire success. So if you're not ready, you're not putting your best players out there, and you see Cameroon again just before the African Nations Cup. That's when they went ahead and hired. I'm not sure if the coaching staff has been together for up to a year. So
No,
we are
it's 2
always.
months.
You see, 2 months. So we are always doing things at the very last minute, and fortunately for us, it was the right decision this time around.
But this Palava last minute stuff, I agree with you. Say it looks like we are doing things always at the last minute. You not think that because ministry don't decide say we know side because I know I'm going to the print Palava for the player, then we'll talk about that one name. Now still this fight we don't exist between Fecafoot and ministry. So in most cases, even before Fecafoot want make a particular decision, where back in the days they'll just make this decision and forward the list to the ministry, and then they engage these people. They get for really go back and forth. What do you think?
It's actually disturbing, and that's why I've always said, and I'll always maintain that for Cameroon to be consistent, we need better planning, better administration, and everybody needs to be looking into one direction. Of course, if we're going to continue like that, because some people only watch football, at national team level, when there's African Cup Nations, when there's this, but that's not football. That's not the culture. Football has to be week in, week out at local level. Cameroon has the talent. It's obvious. However, we are not developing the talent. Our talent are underdeveloped, very, very underdeveloped. Of course, we've won this competition. Everybody is elated. Everybody is happy. I see fights left and right. That's the culture of Cameroon football. Does it excite me? I'm happy that we won, but it doesn't excite me. It doesn't change anything, in my opinion.
We see Samuel Eto'o make decision for appoint Pagu 2 weeks before AFCON. And we went there and we know win the competition, but for me, we did far more better than we did in the previous AFCON. This time around, 2 months before this competition, and he came also with some funny stuff. When Pagu came, he said the Onana and the Abubakar. I did not. No, we'll talk first of all about the appointment for the coaches. People are starting to feel like, hey, he did like Samuel Eto'o. He know exactly what he want to do, and he therefore place will make the best decision if we give everything. What do you think?
I've said this before, and I'm not going to go. I'm not going to talk based on what people are saying. I've seen the way football is developed in many different places. I've seen the way football back end administration, scouting, everything has to be structured. When there's no structure, things won't work. It's not trial and error. Even Nigeria today, cannot lost 3 games and they are not even going to the World Cup. What does that tell you? If you don't prepare, you don't plan, you will be taken by surprise. I believe that the element of surprise was with Cameroon. The minister did not interfere. So it happened in silence. Preparation went well. And then we saw the results, the element of surprise. It reminds me of 2017, the element of surprise. Nobody expected Cameroon. We have seen this before, and they went ahead and win. Did we capitalize on those successes? No, we did not.
We do not.
After that, in two,
That's
3 months, everybody's gonna forget. When the World Cup next year to Brazil, people are gonna start again, and God forbid the minister does not interfere, and the girls go ahead and prepare in silence and stuff like that. However, if we don't have a competitive league, we don't have structure, there will be no consistency. And when there's no consistency, it means you are not developing talent.
I remember a few days ago when we had the last show, we talked about one of the things that we, me personally, I feel Samuel Toronto now to improve our local league, especially the Guinness Super League when these girls them. We had a few players from there who actually traveled out of the country and are playing professional. And now they play this WAFCON. I don't know when you talk about improving. What to be some of the things the way you think they still be lacking?
And it could not be fake food, it could be development, right? Because in order for business, for football to work as a business, you need good roads, you need facilities, you need hospitals, you need people to go and watch these girls week in, week out. Yeah, you need kids to be able to play football in schools, because kids spend most of their time of the day in school. So if you don't have these facilities, these foundations, we will not develop talent as the way we are supposed to, because I believe Cameroon has the talent. However, you have to build structures so that these kids can practice. They can stay at home, go play football, come back home. That a kid who is in Bisongabang or in Manfi does not have access, but they are very talented, which means we are pulling only from a small pool. Everybody plays in Yaoundé, everybody plays in Douala. How are the other kids gonna develop? For me, that's where our main problem is.
One of the challenges or one of the controversies before this competition and even before the previous AFCON was how some certain players were left out for the main national team, Abubakar and Onana and some of the other guys. However, that one it was obvious. We know how they don't take side, so consider they don't take side and things like that. The same thing happened with these women before they travel. Two of their key players decide for no go because the coach way they appoint them came with a decision that they did not like, and then I don't know if they travel first that way or whatever, they just decide for back out. But as we talk, we need to qualify for World Cup, but we see the picking there they can play a Nations Cup. They do their possible best for going for quarterfinal. The same thing now with this one these two key players, very good players, me, I like and admire them. They not show up for the competition, but they picking their own go win. Do you think the faker foot policy right now of giving the opportunity for any person where they ready for play and respect rules is actually working or can work for the betterment of our football?
These things happen because there's no structure. Even these kids, when they play at home and all that, they don't know they don't understand professionalism. There are certain things they don't understand. How old are they? Some of them are 19, some of them are 18. How these kids actually understand professionalism at that level when the league is not even competitive enough, So there's also some manipulation left and right, The better our leagues are competitive, the better our leagues get, the more competition we actually get, so that even the coaches, the managers, like today, we see this lady, okay, she was put in there, but she had an assistant that has a beautiful CV, strong career, Dimitri Liptov, When I look at his CV, I understand. Then I understood how he actually won the tournament, But our managers really competitive enough? Our players professional enough? Do we have the right structures? I think that's where we are lacking. And not only Cameroon, Nigeria. I wouldn't say Morocco, and so many countries, they are lacking in that. That's why you don't see consistency in African football.
Some person say, why is this man not answering the question about Samuel Eto'o's approach in putting structure? They feel like you the one brush to the side. The fact is Samuel Eto'o don't put in place a structure when they don't start producing the results will get them. Let me answer that.
But what do you call a structure? Do you call a structure because he appointed a coach 2 months? You call that structure? 2 months. Yeah, I asked you the question. I did not even know. So what structure are they talking about? A coach was appointed 2 months before the African Cup of Nations, and they won. Is that structure?
For you, maybe structure.
No, I'm asking. No, it's not structure. Structure is something that you see that has been there for years, and that stands the test of time. That you can produce something over and over, over and over. You see what I'm saying? We can, like, what's the team? Is it a clear? There are 4 girls or 5 girls coming from the same team in, I think, in the Guinness League, right? And that Guinness League, this is the second year that Guinness League is actually going, if I'm not mistaken.
No, more than 2 years.
Okay, so they should actually know that football, in order to get a structure that produces, it takes 4 years, it takes 8 years, it takes 10 years, you know. So that's not structure. 2 months, is that structure?
So one of the reasons why I think, let me play the devil's advocate for the people that they feel like say structure in place. One of the reasons why most of them feel say a structure is there's a structure in place. Now because number one, Fecafoot for the past how many months don't they insist and don't they push for local players for be called up for national team, not just local players, for very young players for play Elite One. Do one fit testify the league now get very young players where they play high level. And then also Fecafoot become over here, you know what, we'll choose the best coaches for our local league for coach with national team. And the woman way it actually coach national team now, it actually coach one of the best club them. The same thing with Pagu, who came in just 1 week to the competition, and he did whatever he did. This woman came in 2 months before competition, and so people feel like there's a structure in place. But contrary to that, we have some individuals where they feel say they over big puzzle structure, like the Ajara them, like the Onana them, like the Onana them, and like the minister. That is what is actually hampering us, because Fecafoot is 5 years into its relationship with Samuel Eto'o, but now Onana with the target result, because for about 3 years we don't fight back and forth. So they believe that the structure is there already. Now some other people they struggle to dismantle that structure because the one give people reason will feel like say, okay, the Fecafoot the fail. I don't know
so
if
when,
the answer to
yeah,
that.
so when they talk about, maybe somebody feel explain, when they talk about structure, what structure are they talking about? They're talking about structure at the female national team level. Is that what they're talking about?
Structure for Cameroon football as a whole, not only the female national team level.
Cameroon football as a whole, right? Okay, so when you look at Cameroon football, the World Cup just went. We had 10 countries at the World Cup, 10 African countries at the World Cup. Cameroon was not there.
And that is the reason why, and that is my answer that is the reason why people are saying the minister, there was supposed to be a structure in place if we appoint the right coach and if we give you the right result. But the minister and the disorder, it empower people like Onana and Abubakar for destroy the structure where it began for be in place, and that the reason now not qualify. Whereas when the structure where it began for be in place come for 1 week to AFCON, we saw results that were far more better than what we had.
So what you just explained, structure for you is when a team actually wins the African Nations Cup.
That is not structure. Structure for me is having an organized league, an organized system on how things work. When people they feel visibly say, okay, the way Cameroon league they right now, they play from this time to this time they end. During this time, they get we start take course, right? Who they do okay with?
Yeah, because I need someone to explain to me what they mean by structure. Because when I talk about structure,
for me, when we talk about structure, before Fecafoot and Eto'o come in, we not even get liquid to go in. We maybe even get liquid. In most cases, they'll just play some like some 4 games and then they choose, okay, now this man will go represent we for CAF and things like that. We never even know who they be feed them, how they qualify to feed them and stuff like that. We never even know how they compare for national team. Which be the criteria, how they select coaches of a national team. But Fecafoot with Samuel Eto'o come and they explain certain things. I would see how they do their possible best for respect some of the things the way they put them in place. So for me, there is a structure in place, except for the fact say, yeah, guys, you can go ahead and call. If you go ahead and call, but make sure say you probably use. If you want asking a question, if you go ahead and ask a question, but if you want maybe address some two to talk about that, make sure so you use about 2 minutes. 2 minutes or not more than 3 minutes. So any person want call if you go ahead and call. So for me, I feel like there's a structure in place. But if you have a structure in place and then we get people like the government, Maui and the representative from government, you know, I respect that structure. It will finally still look like chaos.
But this is what I'm saying, right? Football is not only built by Fecafoot. Football is also built by the government. So if the government is in chaos and they don't want to build good structures for football, it means Cameroon is failing as a whole. I'm not saying Fecafoot is failing. It means Cameroon is failing as a whole because football
is not... First.
Yeah, go ahead.
Try the first caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Baba.
You get me?
I get one 5 on 5.
Chula, you get now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Baba. Make your contribution.
All right. So I just want to balance the discussion some more because True Lion actually makes sense when he complain about structure, but we just get for no say structure. Would go from no structure to a beginning of a structure? Because I before one come, I get chance to see a couple of games of this Guinness League.
Yes.
Right? For me, sir, if you ask me, I think there's more structure in Guinness League than in Elite One, to a certain extent. Why? Because the teams are being more organized. You see the girls that get their, I guess maybe become a small league. So basically, I think say Fecafoot they do under Eto'o. I don't know about the other president and the other Eto'o and his staff because not the one man thing.
Yeah,
Fecafoot they try to do it best. Especially now we talk about this coaching incident where we just get coached 2 months ago. But more remember, so we'll not be even though so we'll go the AFCON anymore. Right? There was no immediate competition, and Fecafoot, the pay coaches, are not out of a pocket. So logically, you know, just want to hire people where you know really sure you want to take your time, make good choices. Luckily, we will make good choices, bring a good coordinator, will help this very good coach to do the great work. So I think yes, there's no perfect structure, but this Fecafoot be more predictable, be more a little bit more organized. You never yet reach what we would expect, you know. But it be a little bit more organized, and as True Lion to talk, it's not just a Cameroon problem. Nigeria to get their own issue them, right? But if we just look from maybe the last even after Bisek the way Bisek become replace the other coach, this and that, I think we are looking at something more structured, a little bit more the same way you do with national team, where you bring Pagu, then try to build on it. Now for we will be a little bit more constructive in our criticism. Acknowledge this, a little step has been made. It's not a big step. A little step has been made. Suited this back in the days when this incident for Ajara will create more splashes than it did now. But you see, he takes side for Ajara, anything. He let the coach decide. Ajara decide for walk out for whatever reason. We don't know the deep reasons. But we'll notice a stability remains inside the team. I think the only thing we point out, and I think David told us sometimes, the Grand Prix be impulsive because this Tiwa Lewis, that young girl, where they play very well for Guinness Pro League. A lot of people the question why no go team. We don't know why. They see a problem of transparency on discipline and this and that. But overall, I think say the fact that FA now they pay players, coach them from the on-cuff as them, compared to the Wahala will be get and will mark breeze because we get money now from government. I think that in itself is already one step towards structure. We'll never get there, but I think we're moving towards there. That's just what I wanted to say.
Okay. Should I want to react before dropping?
No, I mean what he said is actually very right, because you cannot be talking about structure when the coach was just appointed 2 months into a competition. But I do agree if he says he witnessed the Guinness league, the female Guinness League, because maybe it's smaller and then they are not big egos in that league. Is still something that's growing. So there's more structure maybe in that league than the male side of things, So yeah, good point.
Baba, before we drop you, I beg, what do you think in less than a minute or two? What do you think about the competition? First of all, as a whole for Africa, we see countries like Nigeria lost 2 games. They're not even qualified for World Cup. We see people like Malawi don't come to they started looking like they're the dominant team for the competition. We see Cameroon go win for final 3-0. We'll be expecting it go tight. It will be like 1-0. What do you think?
I think Motota and Stave a good thing for expanded numbers. Back in the days, I was sometimes reluctant to just this money package increasing, but the expansion definitely opened more to competitivity inside. You see, where the Cape Verde, I think these girls are from Cape Verde, even stamina too for the World Cup performance, they boost them too. And Malawi, we don't be known for they do a great job, but when you get only 12 slots, you can only get that many people. Right?
Yeah.
You ignore some people where they do groundwork, but for one reason or the other, they need to make it to the final court. So I think this expansion don't make the competition more competitive. Then there's also an era. Even Nigeria do now. At some point in time, they will just come say other dog they go back to. It's just the way life is, just dominate infinitely. On the other side, though, I think May will not just feel like he don't over improve because Mo remember saying Morocco the host them so far. If we step out of Morocco, do we get the same logistic support? That's the other question we'll ask ourselves. Do we organize still that good of a competition out of Morocco? Because my tell you, with these 3 lost final, the Mona no count on Morocco for host another WAFCON.
They said it already.
Exactly. So the expansion be great. I think the money will help a lot for boost female soccer around Africa. You will be glad to see new talent and we will not be known necessarily if you not be watch female soccer around the globe. So it was a good competition overall. Good, very good. Actually, again, maybe not because of less noise, but better to a certain extent than must say more peaceful, not better, more peaceful than the male competition, right? It was more structured, no too much drama. So kudos to the organizers, kudos to the participants, and even kudos to the way each country take for push their teams ahead.
Wow. Boss, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also one other person be called before you call. If you get way, if you call again back for make your points. True Lion, Cameroon team in particular, what do you think?
They were disciplined. They played in a 4-2-3-1, which means defensively they were strong, considered only 2 goals in 6 games. I think goal considered average was 0.33, tied with Morocco best defensive and defenses, and they scored 8 goals, which is actually impressive. As I said earlier, I think Cameroon tactically was very strong, and that's their strength. In my opinion, the managers and the coaches did a great job in order to put the girls on a platform where they can actually win. And they beat 3 of the best teams, right? Nigeria, Morocco, and then Malawi. When you win a tournament by going through such good teams, it means you were actually the best of the tournament. So I think the team was actually good. The goalkeeper also very, very good. However, I think there's room for improvement. There are certain things that I saw. If you go into the World Cup, if you want to go far, there are certain things that you have to improve, Yep.
Talk about some of the things,
Well, I think some of the, like, if you look at the game against, what game was that? The game against Morocco. Yeah, against Morocco. Cameroon was actually dominated. That we had no solutions getting out from our defensive positions in transition. And at some point, our first shot on target was around the 60-something minute in the second half, And if you're going to the World Cup, you're going to make teams as good as Morocco. So you have to, maybe even better. So you have to work on those things in order to see how to be better in transition.
Mo, take the caller.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, sorry.
Hello, Baba.
Yeah, follow you on True Lion for studio.
Yeah, Oman, hear you.
Yeah, so I just want to comment a little bit on what the way True Lion talk about lack of structure, right? And I know if you see the comment section, everybody's like, what is he talking about structure? And I believe say football analyst. If you be a football analyst, you will be a Cameroonian like True Lion. You get for when you talk some of this thing about structure, you get for understand more than somebody the outside. Because for talks this, so the Cameroon team not get structure. Yeah, you know he's right, but on the other hand, he point out why the structure is not being maintained. Right, Cameroon national team is one of the best in Africa. We have a structure. The problem, and I know this a lot of people, you know, they hate for call out what the problem is. The problem is interference, right? There is a structure in place, but others, like the ministers, are not allowing Eto'o or Fecafoot to manage or maintain the structure, right? There's that constant interference. And if we just can't talk to this so they don't get a structure, then we fail to understand why the structure is not being maintained. There is a structure, but it's not being allowed to operate, right? We don't see several instances where, you know, Fecafoot did all the way player good enough for your own day. Somebody else is simply Fecafoot will call players here, somebody will call players this way. Then now Fecafoot will call, say, okay, players use this car, get picked up from the airport. They don't say, no, I don't want to drive me that car. Because they know say this, so Fecafoot is not the only boss. From the time when you realize it is, so they leave football to the professionals, which is Fecafoot, of course, with the toe, you begin to see the results. So this and all of this started from the point where you mentioned what will be the reason why some of these players that they effects Onana, we see Onana, it happened with the men's team, it happened with Ajara them. Ask yourself why? Because the player they don't go in a situation where they think they are powerful than the coach. And or the things so they get more influence over the coach with the way the coach tell them. But when Fecafoot come in and they appoint a coach, last minute, you can see results. And I just pray this, so wait till it don't happen. Wait till it happen for AFCON. Where Pago take the team to where it has never been during that period of time. And this woman with the female team take the team to the finals and winning the championship. I think it should begin to send signals to everybody involved, say, hey, leave football for the professionals. And it will also let these players know, you know, like True Lion talk, when there's discipline, there's bound to be success. And I feel bad. I watch all the matches for this female. I never used to watch any female games, but I watch all the matches, and every day I see where Ajara, what happened to you? Why? What happened? This is an opportunity that you would have stamped your name, finally stamp your name in the archives of female football. But you at home, they watch for TV just like we, just because the system or the interference into the structure where they come, where Fecafoot get them, make you feel like, you know what, nobody needs to tell me what I need to do. But the new coach comes in and see what the problem is. The problem was the captain, the problem was Onana, the problem was Abubakar. They weed them out, and you see the results who they get on today. So I believe say this, so this tournament we don't pass, at least it will give us an understanding. We tell the ministry, we give everybody involved us, you know what, leave this team. There is a structure in place. We don't already say Eto'o can deliver if there's no interference. And like True Lion talk, you don't need, you know, or like the other caller talk, they don't pay coaches. Now the FA said they pay coaches, right? You need to wait, say, minister. Whether they pay you na 10,000, you know, say 10,000 they come on from your boss directly. Maybe from some minister, maybe from somebody who can't impose a coach on the federation. I want Eto'o to succeed. There are a lot of people that want him to fail. Those who want him to fail, give him the chance to fail by allowing him to shoot himself in the leg. Give him the structure, give him the money, give him the federation to run. Those who want him to succeed, do the same. Allow him to run. If he fails, we cancel him out. If he succeeds, you know, I saw the picture today where they put the soldier there for all. I said, boy, you deserve it, because when it's the insult, we are the first people to throw the insults on you. But it comes a time that as a leader, you have to take the bull by the horn. And then make some tough decisions. And those tough decisions pay out. Somebody who is an outsider, who is not a Cameroonian, will see and say, the Indomitable they appoint a coach few days to the competition, to AFCON, to the competition. Someone look at, oh, female WAFCON, they appoint a coach 2 months to the competition. There is no structure. But us, the Cameroonians, we understand what the problem is. And if we want to talk about the structure, it'd be important for we to point out actually what the problem is. And because us pointing out what the problem is what is going to solve the problem.
So technically, what you talking and say, more 10 minister one time say the only reason they complain the structure not there now because you bring this organization.
Exactly. And I believe say this so Papa Diangote will tell you. If they for feel now, he carry cup for up now. He could tell say leave the beginning and make the play ball. Leave them. I just hope so.
Yeah.
See, at some point somebody will go and say, you know what? Because look, other ministers will tell you, right? And remember when it be tell Atanganji go stop election. Atanganji say you are on your own.
Yeah.
You're on your own. They say representative. They say, you know. So I think say this so time don't reach for some other ministers to start speaking out because the prime minister has spoken out, though in action more than what. At times you don't speak out more than, and those things we can see the results. We can literally see the results. So let's allow it to fail or succeed. If he fail, we say we kick it out. If he succeed, we give you credit. Not the good of the country. But as Cameroonians, it's time we start calling what the barriers are to the success of the Cameroon national team.
Me personally, Chula, before you react, Baba, thank you very much. Right. Chula, before you react, me particularly, I feel like even the minister don't start shift for back, because the fact say there's never been any interference with the female team. And the fact that they come out travel, go there, sorry, they go reach today at the particular time when they were even complain about prim, early yesterday they don't finish pay the money and all that and pay every person way pick a foot send them for list. Should you want to react to a talk?
Yeah, football is consumed many different ways, and most Cameroonian fans, when I look at them, like the way they consume football is totally different from the way I consume football, which for me is fine. If they see structure, because we won the WAFCON with a coach appointed 2 months to the beginning of the tournament, that's fine. I've always said that, that's fine. You know, but me, when I talk about structure, especially we're talking about, since you guys are talking also about the men's team and everything in football, I should be able to look at data for a long period to see that there's a pathway, there's a foundation, there's a structure that year after year we can produce players that can support our national team. We don't have to win it all the time. For me, winning is not success is not only winning. Sometimes you fail, you learn, and you get better. That's success. You know, you pay players in the league constantly. The minister, whether you like it or not, especially in Africa, the federations don't have money. So they must lean on the government in order to build certain hospitals, roads, and all that. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a pathway. Look at even Senegal. Look at how they disgrace us in the World Cup. Yet, when it comes to development, they are one of the better countries in Africa that develop players because they're developing players to sell into the European market. But if you ask my opinion, one of the most successful countries in the African football, for me, is Egypt. Egypt took, 17 players, local players to the World Cup. The only country that did better was South Africa. For me, that's success because you can live year in, year out, players playing only local football and getting paid. That's a pathway. You have actually built a pathway. You have structure. That's what I'm looking at. I've defined structure. But you guys, it's okay. You can define structure as appointing a coach 2 months into the African WAFCON, winning the tournament, and for you, that structure. It's fine, you know, because football, we can be subjective, you know. The way you appreciate the game, that's the way you talk about the game. But in my opinion, we are far from that. And that's the way I look at it.
Let's talk about individual players. Which players catch your attention and why?
Oh, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper. She was making some type of saves. She was strong, commanding aerial balls. I don't see that as much in female
football. Can we take this caller before you
Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Okay, the caller don't drop. Baba, go ahead.
I think Monique Ngok, one of the midfielders, she impressed me, especially in the last game. We were playing in a 4-2-3-1, which means we had 6 defenders most of the time behind the ball. Her transition was very good, but the lady, for me, Naomi Eto'o, she actually beat Malawi.
Yeah.
She single-handedly beat Malawi because she understood spacing. She understood the transitions, and then her crosses was just excellent. Of course, the striker scored 2 goals, but I think the lady that really impressed me, that Naomi Eto'o, she's actually a very, very good player. Then there was also I think the girl was in Ngok that gave that pass. I think Ngobelek also was very impressive. Of course, the defense. We are talking about the goalkeeper making all those saves, but our defense, as I said, we defended with 6 most of the time because of the formation. Because if you look at the 4-2-3-1, one of the biggest advantages of the 4-2-3-1 is that you have 2 pivots, and most of the time those pivots did not go up high. Most of the time, even in transition, we had at least 4 to 6 players behind the ball. So that gave us some stability. Against Malawi, the 2 sisters could not do anything because our defense always had some help. There was always 2-3 players covering up for each other. And that's why Cameroon was actually very, very successful in this WAFCON.
Guys, now phone number that for any person where you watch or you watch me for the first time, we not get my phone number. That's my phone number. If you did a task or you did Canada, if you call directly, if you did out of that area code, if you call me for WhatsApp and then make your contributions. I no need for any topic, any question where they ask True Lion. If you feel like you want to make your direct contributions where we're getting a time for type for comment section, go ahead and just call and make your contributions. True Lion, Samuel Eto'o always insists on local coaches. Pagu can't do it, you don't do Mama Ngili, Valentine don't do it, you do It seems like that philosophy the work, especially because Rigobert Song also become last how many games qualify for Nations Cup, qualify for World Cup, go for World Cup, qualify for next time, but at least it makes some expert way will feel like okay, this was not bad. So what is your opinion as of now with the Palava local coaches?
In my opinion, local coaches will always coach the national team, but in my opinion, for local coaches to be better, a league also has to be very competitive so that we can see those coaches actually manifest, their abilities in the leagues. Now, when you look at the clubs in Cameroon and the way they actually compete in Africa, in the CAF competitions, we have not been doing good. So I think we need better leagues so that those coaches can also be very, very competitive. Like for the men's national team, it's even more complicated because now you're coaching players that are playing at the highest levels, So it's even tougher than the women, coaching the women. It's a little bit different as we see 4 or 5 girls came from FC Bolova. There was also another girl from, let me see the name of the team, Jazz Sports, Ange Bao from Jazz Sports. So you see 5 local players taking part, in the WAFCON. In the men national team, you cannot see that because our league is not good enough.
Wow. I read Betty Banks a comment. He said the philosophy by Eto'o has been tested and proven basis on these last 2 outings by AFCON and AFCON. Or AFCON and AFCON. Bro, just say cup. Yeah, so Betty, if you call elaborate on that, things you go ahead and we find. One thing we should understand, I read the other comment. One thing we should understand is that Fecafoot as a body has not had time to live up their vision. That's why we haven't been able to see a full structure. Fecafoot, especially the president, they actually fight more court cases than working to achieve their goals. even me too have to accept that truly. Why is True Lion? So person they ask you, why is the structure not being allowed to function? So I think the person the ask now from I don't know how to put the question, because I think I already asked you the question or you already addressed.
The problem is that we are football culture in Cameroon is now, if you're not pro Fecafoot, you pro Minister. That's the divide, whether we like it or not. No, but listen,
I don't think the person who asked this question, I think that the travel talk, because
he said why is the structure not allowed to? Is that not what the question he asked? Put the question again.
Okay, so it's a true. I might explain True Lion. Why is the structure not being allowed to function? So apparently, what he's saying is we feel like Fecafoot get a structure where they already put that in place. When at the same time I talk. But now, interference make the structure need to function. So wait till you go suggest, more continue for the only talk, say, oh, the structure need to work. Or for tell the people that they interfere with the structure, say, hey, now when I spoil this thing, now so when I be spoiled, I will not go work up.
This is what I've said, and I'll continue to say this. Mm-hmm. If the ministry and Fecafoot are not looking into one direction, football in Cameroon will not go anywhere. That's what I've been saying for ages. I keep saying that. Now you can put it anyhow you want to. The reality is that in order to build something that will work for a long time, in order to build pathways, because one thing that kills at football is embezzlement, right? Mm-hmm. Be it from the ministry or the previous Fecafoot. However, if you don't take these people, like look at the stadiums that we built, they are not using those stadiums.
True.
Why? It's bad planning. It's the head or the left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing. Because who paid for those stadiums? Is the government, right? So when I say if the government and Fecafoot are not looking into one direction, do you think if the government asked Fecafoot, like, okay, what's the plan? What should we do? Mm-hmm. Is it favorable for us to build big elephant stadiums where teams cannot afford just to host an African Cup of Nations? Or is it favorable for us to build small, affordable stadiums all over the country, build roads so that our football can actually develop? I bet you, if anyone's opinion was asked, a better job would have been done. So that's why I keep saying that if everyone that has a stake in football, even the owners of the team, even the owners of the teams, because everyone has a role to play to develop football. I see it here in America. The World Cup has just ended. They made billions. Guess what? Even before that money even touch it, they have already shared the money. You know, and that's how, especially now, where Infantino, what's his name, Motsepe, these guys want to develop football in Africa. That's why you saw the project that Infantino wanted to do in order to give some $40 million to every member organization. That was in order to develop football, and that would have been good for Africa, because that money, imagine Fecafoot receiving the amount of $40 million under Samuel Eto'o. That money is going to go a long way, you know. So these are things that I'm talking about. When I say structure, there's no structure. Some people think, oh, I'm blaming Fecafoot. No, that's the reality. You know,
no,
if you ask me a question,
I don't even think say they mean I should you blame Fecafoot. Like I don't talk earlier, their problem now say they feel like some small structure already there in place, but because some particular people they need to respect them, that is why we get disorganization. I think saying all thing that way they talk, because at the end of the day, like the last caller talk, he say if we expect anything good from Cameroon football, the main person for manage football right now, now Samuel Eto'o for Fecafoot. So we'll go for Levy, give him everything we want to manage him. If he fail, then we'll kick him out and bring whoever can do better. But we never give rope goats and then we hold the rope. Now just say the talk.
Would you hold the rope?
Minister they hold the rope. Ma just a person comment. Ma just a person in the comment I beg. Ma read the comment first. Next time Cameroon is playing in any tournament, Eto'o and Minister of Sport must stay in the country until the team reaches the semi-finals or finals. Their toxic presence during any tournament will prevent the coaches and players from doing their jobs. It is better for the Prime Minister to represent the country. So now another thing that way, some people that used to talk about, you just understand that the person don't know anything about football. When we talk about structure, what we talk for here, it means that there is an organization, there is who is heading that organization, and at the person where they head the organization, they help for make suggestions on how that organization will run. You talk say may person we get for manage football for country, may not go for corner football because say some minister we not get anything for do with football. Now you get for go for corner football, or it will not get for go for corner football. Another thing you get for understand as saying with Samuel Eto'o experience, with Samuel Eto'o and True Lion, I think our next question I'll ask you. With Samuel Eto'o experience, you don't play for high level, you don't play Nations Cup, win Nations Cup, play World Cup and all of that. It could be a plus. If I remember very well, for press conference today, the coach actually highlights say that way the one come up with that list. If they na Samuel Eto'o, he assistant coaches them, come up with that list. And that's why they work for almost every federation. You know, they not only the coach, man, not for almost every. I say almost every. Sometimes even the president will make suggestions. We don't see situation for Cameroon where even Paul Biya make you presidential decree say no, Mboma must go, no, Roger Milla must go, and it turned out to be a good decision. So for you for talk say, may the patron when I get for manage football may stay away from football because say you know why my minister took on for corner. That is wrong. Now the structure that what we talk about, you know if you talk say may the person get for head the structure may not be part of this thing because say you want compensate. What if John Gute know about football? John Gute don't know anything about football. John Gute don't know anything about football. So you never even talk to me head the delegation. True in the coach I want to ask you now, and we see result in Chutan Bernard, where Samuel Eto'o always bring an first in as preparateur physique for FECAFOOT staff. It will help them exercising. All of a sudden during this competition, we yesterday appointed for Cameroon national team as psychology something. And most people believe, say, Chutan a presence for that national team actually brought a plus and I helped them win that competition. What is your take?
I did not follow what he did. So I don't even know. I'm not even aware of his duties, his roles. I'm not aware of that.
Wow. Okay, might explain for those who they watching, they probably know also. So Chutan Bernard, he role for that team within a psychologue or something. So that person way when they look Dimitri, I'm not sure they get football experience for Cameroon and out of Cameroon. Ulug Mamangeli, he probably get coaching experience for Cameroon. I don't know if he play professional out of. So FECAFOOT we really feel say no, we need some person like Chutan Bernard. We play for Cameroon and play out of Cameroon. We don't play the level for competition. So if they tell the people, they say, okay, now so if we do for training, try for detente, I think the word for French is detente, try for play with them a little bit, like for you bring that psychological support for team. Now so FECAFOOT take and send Chutan Bernard for the Chutan Bernard every day for the list of staff members so FECAFOOT send for ministry for pay them. So FECAFOOT they actually pay out of his pocket. And now one of the controversies and that will be during this before this competition. Every person will criticize Samuel Eto'o for allowing Chutan Bernard near that team. Oh, it don't turn out being some friendly thing. Any kind of man you go for day. But at the end of the day, even the girls that don't confess say the support where Chutan Bernard bring them, now it actually help them achieve some of the things they will achieve for this competition. So I don't know if you want to react before we continue. Try to continue my next question.
Well, anyway, I don't know, but I mean the previous caller did not say that FECAFOOT actually pays the coaches. So now which list will they send up a minister for pay?
No, for their bonuses. For their bonuses. Remember there was a 2014, 2015 decree by the president where we say, especially their bonuses was kind of competition, the ministry get for pay them. So up to semi-final, they maybe don't pay that.
That country is some funny country here.
No, I don't think for me,
honestly, when I see all that Minister John Gute, all that people there for football, now confusion. See, I get my way the way I look football. when Spain wins here, the only time you will see the king of Spain, now maybe when they go visit you for the royal house and all that, they go, which is the culture, right? All these, you go before tournament, girls play in the finals, you take pictures, social media. In my opinion, that's a waste of time. In my opinion, the minister, the go there, he's going there. What is he going to tell them? He's just going to disturb those kids, man. That's okay, in my opinion.
So, True Lion, I don't think it's only for Cameroon where it happen. We don't see how for other countries the way the president they go for locker room to say whatever they wanted to say. Government officials they visit locker room or visit players of a training ground. Even when they come, they don't always do them. Other people don't do them. Fecafoot president they don't always do them. Even for France, we don't see at some point in time Mbappé wanted to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Now French president gave a call. Tell us say, hey, no, no, so the thing go work. If you do and so, if you do and so, if you do and so. So for me, I don't think say a big problem. It becomes a problem when the person way actually get to make decisions. The person way now you get for decide. So you know what? Okay, you know the games that we go play, and so we don't want any person around. Then no one allow you to make decision. And for those some people that like me and Yaya them and maybe Fopa them, they talk say we feel like there's a small structure in place. The challenge we'll get right now some people they don't want to respect that structure because they feel say they be super people. And therefore they will get a problem. We need to deny you saying say we don't get structure. Because at every time the people that don't abandon and will follow the small structure will get them, we don't at least get a result where it makes sense. So what will they talk and say, hey, how about now president will Fecafoot this? Even for FIFA, it rules and whatever it books. Now, Fecafoot for manage football for Cameroon, especially when it comes to international competition. So we never should not hear the talk say, oh, Fecafoot president, like my brother and Guadiwa insists for comment session. Fecafoot president and minister, they don't get right for pass or corner national team.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said it's
no. I think I'm not talking that you talk.
Mm-hmm. No, but I just talk against it for me, not distraction. Especially before the finals, you come now, you make all this noise. Now you take away the shine from the players. Now they talk now as minister don't take money in Jongote. How you prepare the team? Why you even ever be there? Why you know wait for Cameroon? Massa, other people there, man. Because they have spoiled that national team. Football for Cameroon don't be politicized by the same people. So I cannot turn around the same people I criticize. I cannot turn around and start giving them flowers. I don't do that. I won't do that.
At the end of the day, me, I know say football and politics now two things the way they go hand in glove, whether I would like it or not. Even for America, we see president say Naim or go geek up, so they even chook himself inside people their picture and all of that. There's a reason why every team will win for America. Every team will win, whether na football, their football league or their basketball or their other thing where they call them football. They always go visit the president. Whether I like it or not, they don't always be that relationship. The only
sometimes they don't go. Sometimes
no,
they don't go.
Sometimes, like you said, sometimes, but majority of the time they go. Majority of the time they go.
That's when the team decides. The team decides to go.
That's what I'm saying. Majority of the time they go. Majority of the teams they don't go. Whether I would like it or not.
So why would only give the copy?
Can I just speak, please?
But you stop small, so I'll ask you small questions. Say why would always give a copy? Why would you copy the good things then too?
Say
why would not you copy the good things then too? Because when you try to compare America,
the good thing when they give a copy and I say for American and the Football Federation, they manage football. And they deliver for the president for make the decision on how a football for America go run. But for Cameroon, the president when Samuel told one manager the way he thinks they go bring a result, the ministry, no one here. They want to do their own thing, they want to do them. And instead for me and you for call out the ministry and tell him, hey, why times the way you don't you don't ask me question answer now.
Because why you give up me and you?
At the end of the day, if we don't call out the minister, you know go stop.
Which day you don't ever see the call out of minister for Cameroon? He stop. So tell me one minister.
The way we also go the talk, I don't think so will end because what you're technically telling me now is we see people they do wrong for country, more not talk because they don't stop or more tolerate them because
No, you talk say we go call out the people.
Ask next question, then we'll continue. I beg. Yeah, for any person where you get any calls or any person who want make any contribution, the phone lines will be open on my phone number. That for any of the topic, any of the question that I don't ask Chula on question, if you go ahead and make your call. You just come up and talk about the picking they don't win their competition. Now some person one can take their shine and blah blah blah. I want me to expatiate on that.
I told you already, Diongote, what's he doing there? What are they doing there? I don't talk already. That's my opinion. Now it's all about, like, he first of all said that the head of state is waiting for you guys, blah, blah, blah. For me, I don't want all that, because I know how much politics have spoiled Cameroon football, and we're still suffering up to today. So when I see the same people that have actually spoiled the Cameroon football, I cannot go ahead and be giving them credit, because I know the type of politics that they play.
I'm going to take the call. Hello, Baba.
Yes, Baba. I want to just set the record straight about this Chutang Benin matter. I want to understand the role where they play, in as much as we know it also not the particular ingredient that will give victory, but not only it's a role that is known, I think at the time of this former president for Olympique Benvoli, how the quarter minister again. I don't remember his name quite all right, but if you bring person like Yannick Bargamboa, there we go. And not only for Cameroon, right? That happens in certain other milieux. But Chutang in his case, as you talk, if we first start with the work we be doing our physical, fitness of food stuff. Now let's not say this position we get not just preferential treatment or anything. Chutang just recently graduated from ENGS.
Thank you.
For this domain where they do.
Wow.
So even if na preferential, na a qualified person. Now there might be talks about a bonus and everything. Certain things that we will not understand. I don't know how the payroll the worker, who they pay or how the worker, whether they get bonus from whatever. But we will just be, I guess, a little bit more. The word here could be a little bit more realistic for the way they think they go, in the sense that Chutang is qualified. Chutang don't deal with around federation for long enough for me to know which kind of person he be. Chutang get experience for the sport where they be in. He don't play for high level. So for those that want to try for make and like he did it because of favoritism or other kinds of stuff, I think it's not fair. Let him prove let the players then complain before we say something is going wrong. So far, I think he's doing a good job. At least I don't know the inside, but I believe he's in the position where he can do a good job. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Chula, you want to react?
No, as I said, I don't know what Chutang is doing for the national team. I cannot comment on something I don't know.
But you just come over explain, and do you think it's important?
I mean, he did not say what Chutang is doing at the national team. Did he say what Chutang is doing over there?
That's true. You not talk about them. But now I'll be explaining a psychologue. So we bring that psychological. I don't know, boss. If you call back again, if you explain what Chutang they do, it could be helpful. Looking at the competition, what will be a prediction for World Cup? African teams, by the way, not only Cameroon.
Oh, I'm not sure. I have to wait to see the World Cup actually. For the World Cup is next year, right? I have to wait to see next year, because the World Cup is gonna be different styles, different approaches, and then we have to see how the team is gonna do during the World Cup. However, they look like a well-coached teams. If the same managers, are around the team, then I guess they can maybe add 1 or 2, 3 players, But it's something that I cannot predict. It's in a year's time, so it's hard to predict in such situations.
As you don't talk earlier, but I want to make sure I understand you very well. You think because we get a national team coach, female national team coach in a Cameroonian, but then most of the people around me now people from I don't want to call or anything. Do you think if we do that for the men's national team, if we bring in some result also?
Football is not maths. You cannot. Football is not maths, right? And honestly, we have to give it some time to see the strength, because people are not actually focusing on why these girls actually won, because football is not played in a vacuum. Okay, you cannot say if you follow the same process with the men's national team, it's gonna bear fruit. It's not maths where 1 + 1 is always 2. You know, I mean,
so wait till they use for structure. I feel say they use for structure now for put in place a system where if you follow them all the time and get result will be sustainable.
Well, you're talking about that. You're talking about an organizational structure. I mean, there's structure in many different type of contexts. If you're talking about organizational structure with the women's national team, of course, there you got one, and you have to also look at the managers. You look at Dimitri. You look at his experience with the women team, and then you look at the formation he played. He played a 4-2-3-1. You look at the players that he actually used. They were more disciplined, because you have to go into the details. They were more disciplined than, I'm just talking about from the knockout stages, more disciplined than Nigeria. Played a good game against Nigeria. Morocco, the goalkeeper, was able to save them. And then they actually demolished Malawi. That worked for them. That's tactical. I can say it's because of the managers that those girls were able to win the African Cup of Nations. Then I can talk about the players. Now, when you go to the men's side, you look at the players that we have. In my opinion, they are not good enough. So I don't care what coach you bring at that time. Can they really dominate and go and win the African Cup of Nations? In my opinion, we don't have good enough players when it comes to the men. You know, and then you look at the other teams that they are competing with. You know, it's not the same. So the organization structure of the women, if you take the same thing and put in the men, there's no guarantee that they're gonna win.
Okay, I don't even accept say with the men that will not get good players. I feel they'll get good players also, because that was the same thing people were saying 2 months ago when the girls they need to qualify for Nations Cup, maybe not only World Cup. When they need to qualify for Nations Cup, people will talk say, oh, the players they not be good enough. All of a sudden, with the small like you talked earlier, because they sneak into the competition from the back door, through the back door. Normally we'd expect anything from them, just like in 2017 with the guys the way they win with our Nations Cup. Before people won't realize they already did now for quarter semi-final, and before they'd already cross go for finals, so they win their competition. So me, I strongly believe say because now the team that way from my own end, I feel like now the one thing that way you don't always cripple Cameroonian football. If transparency, if they play players, play players based on merit, if they put people for certain position because they really merit them, just like the other caller, just can make you understand, say, hey, Chuta no dey for them because they too defend on because they don't be around Fika food. Somebody will make maybe they say, oh, now because they always do live for defense way Fika food they do. Now whether they compensate, they just come over there now say don't graduate from INJS and they be competent enough for handle the position where they handle. Now with teams they don't always get that kind of position. So for me, I just feel like if fall under the same structure too when you talk, or if we know exactly where to want them, know the best people the way they produce that result and put them in place, and then every other person just stay for salary, they don't interfere until this system fail, and they will find new people who replace the system and then start finding results. By the way, Nigeria, they get their own. Papa God, Africa is crazy. I hear the thing they happen for Nigeria and their you need things to come on the crazy. You hear Nigeria that own you're like wow. I think so there for 1 hour 90 minutes. If any person has any questions to ask, if any person has any contributions to make, well, my phone number is there for on the. Go ahead and call. Go ahead and make your contributions. Or think so we'll close the live in less than 10 minutes. Chula, any conversation about WAFCON we want to talk about? I want to bring that up.
the stadiums were really like empty. However, I do understand women football still has a long way to go as far as fans, as far as entertainment. But I think CAF is doing a great job, as I said, from $1 million US to $2 million US. You know, I'll keep saying that the reason why the stadiums are empty is just because we don't have that culture, and it's not only a problem with the host nations. How many fans actually did travel? We did not see the same traction like when the men play and the women. It's day and night, right? We did not see the same noise before the tournament. Maybe it was because of the World Cup and stuff like that, but it was not the same energy. But I do understand, Cameroonian fans, they are hungry for success. So they have every right to be optimistic. But when I look at football, when I look at the culture of football, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go, and it's not fake food. It's not, it's just our structures, like in the local leagues. I mean, there's not much motivation because now, how many of these games or how many of the Guinness games are we going to see on TV? Are we watching these girls play week in, week out? And it might take some while, it might take some time, but hopefully things actually go to the right direction. But just a long way to go.
The officiating, the referees, Morocco get some penalty them again for the competition where everyone was like, wow, what do you think? I don't know if you pay attention.
For me, it was a dubious penalty, but that's VAR. VAR, I think VAR needs to get better. VAR needs to get better. We saw that also at the World Cup. So good enough. Cameroon was lightheaded. They stayed focused, and the goalkeeper was able to make a big save. But those are things that we see VAR does, and I believe VAR just has to get better. It's not only in Africa. I told you guys, especially when we had that madness with Senegal. I told you guys, Senegal, in my opinion, that coach should have been fired. Fast forward, we go to the World Cup, and he cannot even lead his squad, and Senegal goes ahead to fire the coach. In my opinion, it's just because even Senegal doesn't have a good enough league where these managers can compete week in, week out, get better, be professional enough to know how to carry their teams, a talented team like Senegal, into the World Cup, and they did not perform with maximum satisfaction. You keep playing an old money when you have young players just because maybe you're scared of the big names or you're not man enough to take certain decisions. So I believe the leagues have to get better, real competitive, because if people start going to watch these girls, these females, I don't care, 10,000 seats, 2,000 seats, 10,000 seat small stadium, it will be as if the noise is in your head. It's a small stadium, the women are playing, everybody goes to the field. That's the type of movement that if I see, then I'll say, oh yeah, we are getting better. Now there's a pathway, because we are not tapping our talent from the bigger pool. Don't you think villages like Bisongabang, in the Manu, Lebialem, don't you think they have talented kids? They do. But are they playing? Is anyone watching them? I don't think so. So that's a challenge. And again, I'm not blaming Fecafoot, but for football to be built, for football to be consistent, the government has to be proactive, give tax cuts, encourage businesses or business people to come and invest in the game. And that can only happen if the economy is doing well. That can only happen with time and stuff like that. Now, for me to see a minister that just fought the president of Fecafoot and appointed a coach for the male national team stand with the president of Fecafoot when the female won, That is good. That's why I called the element of surprise. Just because the female, everybody was not expecting them to win, the minister might have just said, make I leave that one then. May they do it if they want to. And that's what saved, because if the minister, just imagine if the minister came before those girls were going and started those fights, do you think would have won this tournament? So it has to be consistent. Again, Eto'o is in the second term. What happens when Eto'o goes? Do you think we have some continuity? Those are the things I'm talking about. It's not about individuals. We have to think about our organizations. Let's say if Sako is not there, we know to read his belt is structure good enough, we'll continue. If True Lion is not there, we know 95, it will continue. When we can be in these positions, then I can talk about real foundations, real pathways and stuff like that. Because
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because one thing about Africa, it happens. As I said, Nigeria, look at Nigeria. Maybe it's just because Nigeria, they've won 10 times, right? Maybe everybody is catching up.
Yeah.
You see, because the girls in Malawi, one of them plays in Kansas City here, and the other sister plays for Lyon. You see what I'm saying? Look at Cape Verde. Everybody's playing soccer. Everybody. So for you to be able to win, you have to really prepare and have a system that works. Have a system. Look at Morocco. Of course, they have not won any trophy, but guess what? For me, that's one of the most successful countries in recent days when it comes to African football. I don't know how much they are taking back home, and they are taking millions. They are taking millions back home after that World Cup. Last World Cup in Qatar, semi-finals. This one, quarterfinals. It's because of the structures. It's because of the pathways that they have actually built. Then week in, week out, they have local leagues and they are competing in CAF competitions. When you have structures like that, hey, nobody can argue. Even when you lose, because guess what? When the World Cup was going on, Morocco was still having their leagues. And fans were still going to the stadium to go watch them play. But we, in Senegal, in Cameroon, in Nigeria, they wait every after 2 years, every after 4 years to watch the World Cup and make noise. Something has to give.
Baba, thank you very, very much. I think so. On Sunday we'll get Tres Cartos here. If you are available at our live, we'll get to that. So we'll talk again about particularly women football. And see this whole thing they go.
I follow Tres
And then we need a segment. We need a segment on down at the camp MVT. I don't know if you'll get time. But thank you very much.
Hit me up, man.
Okay.
Okay, man. Have a good one.
Okay. Yeah, guys, thank you very, very much. I'll just run through some few things the way I'll be write them down, give my opinion on. But I think it was a wonderful conversation with True Lion. When he talks about structure, I understand what he is talking about. The guy, he really wants something that works and is going to be sustainable. It's going to be there for continuity. Very first, for plenty of the ask me to be WAFCON, WAFCON are women African Nations Cup competition. They take place for African soil, I think every 2 years. In this year, Cameroon win they beat Malawi for finals. Beat Morocco for semi-finals, beat Nigeria for quarterfinals. By the way, Cameroon did not actually qualify for that competition the way they began. Every other team get to qualify. Now 12 teams they began to play the competition initially, but CAF decided, you know what, we want to increase them to 16 teams. That is how Cameroon was brought in as the best loser, and then they end up winning the competition. For just tell you, saying so life day, right? Don't give up. And when you're given opportunities, make sure to fight and do what you can do. One other thing one other conversation we don't bubble around now the Cameroon versus Nigeria rivalry. Nigeria don't win that competition 10 times, and for that 10 times they don't beat Cameroon, I think 3 times. Well, it means if not in Nigeria, we will probably get our fourth trophy. But it was just beautiful to see these ladies this time around, even though they came in as best losers, even though they came in as support system. They started saying, no, Nigeria, win me again. And even the final against Malawi, where every person may expect, wow, maybe Cameroon will win the 1-0, or maybe the game will draw for penalty. They crushed the Malawian team. It was not even close. The way the girls they passed the ball around, the way they moved the ball around, and all that made me feel like, wow, these ladies were ready to play, and they won. I don't already talk about Cameroon, how Cameroon qualify. They were never part of the main teams that qualify until they were brought in as best loser. Now the Cameroon coach Valentine Ngili, woman, I think that the very first woman with the coach a national team with the win WAFCON. Generally for life, people always expect see anything we concern woman and team and whatever, it be prefer women and woman the coach them. But for a very long time, the man people always coach them. By the way, our best result with female national team begin the time we Enongachu be the coach them. They had some wonderful results. They did not win any major trophies, but they actually made some exploits that made us proud, that made Enongachu popular, that made female football in Cameroon very, very popular. Now we have a woman in charge, and if you listen to her talk, if you look at the way she does her things, say na person we like football, na person we want win. And it's not just about we need to put woman there. No, now woman we actually coach team for the Guinea Super League, when the female first division for Cameroon, and it don't produce results. So all the federation had to do was, you know what, you produce result, we'll give you the responsibility. And I feel like that's how it's supposed to be, right? Now, so again, for every sector for Cameroon, for every sector for life, it has to be by merit, not by because I know you, or because you're my friend, or because you're my brother, or because your uncle called me, or no. Best way you don't put in the work, produce result, take it, put up for the place where you get for me, we'll see if you produce more results. We already talk about the players that were left out, Adjara and the other one, and why they were left out. Then the talk now for personal reasons, but Rome will talk now because of the captaincy where they take them for them for game for different person. By the way, shout out to Ongeni. I think Gabriel Ongeni, we now one of the oldest players of that team. He don't play 8 WAFCON. One of the oldest players of that team, but he actually start most of the games of a bench. But even coming for that final, I see as they score, they get for deny. That is the mindset we want for our players. So if you say that the way that we, or me, I strongly believe saying that the way that we things they get for, they happen, for the national team. You go for them because they call you because you get quality for play, but now the coach could decide who will play, when and how. So if they start you for bench, you'll be ready for play when they bring you in. Make it a team. No be this whole idea where, if I come because I be old Nana, I must start. No be this whole idea, because I be Abubakar, I don't score good for the team, or I must call me for Go World Cup or for Go Nation Cup. No. Coach will call you based on how he thinks if he use you. Now, when you don't come, it will use you now the way he thinks if we use you now. But because some people they used to put pressure, oh no, I must play. I hear Cristiano Ronaldo say, "That we go for Manchester United." He asks them, say, "Which be the project where they get them for ye." So they get for build team project around you. Yeah, it go work sometime. They may not work sometime. If you get lucky, you get coach who want build a project around you, fine. But if the coach does say, I don't want to be me my project around Ronaldinho, around Deco, around Samuel Eto'o, you have to leave. For other people, they may see me, the coach build a project around them, and they will see what you get. When I wait till it happen for the WAFCON, right? The coach build his project around some different players and will see result. But some particular players, they want me to build a project around them, which was not Bihina. That kid was something else. She was just wonderful. She was just superb. With the round up, if any person in the watch we get anything you want to contribute, leave comments. Okay, so basically ask me a question before I talk the man. She said, what do you think is the future of those girls who left the team? The future of those girls who left the team, they are done. Most of them are older. First of all, they exhibit stubbornness. They're not ready for ride with the team. And if there is one thing we need in our system right now, Cameroon national team, the Cameroon, even itself, Cameroon, we need people who are humble, who are loyal, who are honest, who are disciplined, who are hardworking, who have respect for one another. Because if coach say, and if you play, you can't play the person, I know you say no, they will play you. You understand? Now, because you never even get respect for the other person, if you see the one player, no, we don't move past that place. We get for be for that place now. It's about meritocracy. You understand? Meritocracy, respect, hard work, discipline, patience, and all of that stuff. Now, you go carry we win trophy them. We win for 2017 with a team where most people claim the team will be talented. But if you really look at that team, they were talented. Abubakar was young back then. Maybe they come from bench. You understand? Maybe they come from bench. You begin cool. You get people that they actually be talented. But wait till you make them win, maybe even that individual talent we put they mostly focus on. Wait till we make them win. Now their collective mindset, they have discipline, they be there. The coach they be get them how they do it in them and all that. So the future of those girls for me, if they really true say that Ajara vexed now because they take captain ban from her, then for me now bye. If any of them their vex come now from the fact say maybe they no start, maybe they no go play and things like that, then we don't need them anymore because the coach, if philosophy for start young players, it shows it work. It shows it work. Then make we win. We see I'm the same thing for Nations Cup. You understand? We played with a passive poll. Yes, I think take call. If you get my phone number, or my put phone number, maybe make a contribution. Yeah, officially take call. Go ahead. Yeah, now my phone number that if you want call, if you call. So for me, any case of indiscipline, disorder, that's why people they wake up for middle night, they want home meeting, press conference. That's why people they enter for locker room, they say they no go play until they put some man for bench. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, we'll get you 100%. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to just contribute my own small stuff concerning those stuff.
Oh, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, my name is David. Anyway, I come from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't follow you for a long time. Like, not just that too busy and most of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you look like the Cameroon national team and wait to the president for FIFA for the try for actually put that in place.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like the female national team, they just win this African Cup.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the whole team, I think you only get 3 players for the way they be above 20, when they be above 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the way they try, and when you look the player, the way they actually play for contribute for carry the cup. Now under 20, where they play for Colombia for 2023. So you see, say they actually build the whole team now they try for build the team, then build the team be young and strong.
Yeah. And
from my sources, the coach they actually denied not to play friendly match before they go for this African Nations Cup. Yeah, so the assistant coach really assist that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice. No one no friendly match because if they like when they play friendly match, it will get a lot of stuff. When you see the 6 matches they can play for carry this cup, they play that match with different tactics.
Yeah.
They prepare any match, the staff prepare any match. When they go for their press conference, whoever ever show up for their press conference, they discuss about the staff, wait till they get for put our place, the player they get for obey. I think wait till they do it right now. Any player we accept for come for national team, we get for obey the staff.
Yeah.
and the tactic way the staff gave or put in place.
We don't want you.
We don't want to. Everybody gave a run. You know, we can't tell me say they play for Real Madrid, they play for this. I know if you contribute for the team. That is actually the spirit where they want for the team.
Yeah.
This team right now, I think they only train like 2 months and some weeks where they can carry the squad. So if they actually continue with the same staff and change few players and work together for the 10 months before they go for the World Cup for Brazil, it will be a complete different match we will give us, because that coach, he know what he do. When you see the way he prepare the match, when you see the field press conference where this assistant coach assists, it was a different thing. He talk like person we know, because he know when it comes to women football in Africa, even in the war, he know. Nearly all those players, the way they play for it, he know. The same stuff where you go up towards the main team, you will discover, say, around sometime, there will be that team towards players like Baliba, Avon, Nagida, among the youth, like Nyamasu.
Yeah.
There will be that team among young players, because even when you listen, President of Africa Foot, he believes he first success will come from female national team. What happened?
It happened. Yeah.
So then a lot of study will give or learn and more actually encourage those people, because they do a lot of work from background. I say we know they see. Yeah, we know they see. They do a lot of stuff there. Look like I don't really know this guy name. The captain with the captain for the female national team they just from. I mean, he did leave football and he did come up for big door. We get players like Abubakar, those old players, they not accept for can remain for bench. This he accept for can support, for can encourage
the younger ones,
the younger ones, and he run for inside that younger, he motivate them. He don't care what I play or you don't play. So I think that one of the things in that way for national team now again for accept, you know, care whether they play or they play and at the end of the day we'll get 7 local players where they play for Guinness Super League where they attend, where they participate for this cup. So you believe after this cup with the way with their presence, the way they play, the way they turn up, I believe that after this a lot of them they will get contract somewhere where it will help them for grow.
Yeah.
For now, there is small one that will feel contributing, but unfairly, I will actually try as much as I feel participate for your program next time.
Yeah, but whenever they live so wanna call, it make it easy because you know, so all the two you talk about, you know, for fit type of a comment section.
No, so, it would take me time for actually dive this thing for conversation.
Yeah,
but when you look at the stuff, like when you look between the Prime Minister and the Minister of Sport, when you look critically, you see, since the conference between the Minister of Sport and you see the Prime Minister, they actually not the one who be Eto'o, and the Minister of Sport really get some kind like stuff the tribe will be, because he actually show up, because he get a message with person and he can translate that picking and they really give them their stuff there. When I think we minister before go, but you know when
normally that is what people don't even see. Now minister roll that.
So normally what will happen for Ivory Coast when song become, when Minister of Sport become, take the whole time they give to prepare their match to go against Senegal. They can spend more than 1 hour something just like, you know. So a lot of stuff in the way, you know, but I actually believe football becomes something, because hopefully we'll see more than that. And those players, especially this team, I believe in this team when it comes to World Cup. If they keep the same staff, just believe like the World Cup, they will do a lot of changes there. Now wait till that will be the expect. You almost can't play. You don't get to age. You can't support other people. But if you feel like you hate, you know, if you run, you know, if you respect. Wait till they put that in place. No Yeah.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and I agree with the caller. At some point in time, just go there because you're going to respect whatever they're going to serve you. If you feel like You cannot respect, you cannot do what they want you want your. I remember saying that almost the same thing happened with for 2010. Or the World Cup. Rigobert Song was old. Rigobert Song played 1994 World Cup. For 2010, that was 24 years. Rigobert Song wants to play World Cup. It was not even possible. When they say, okay, you know what, we'll take Captain Bam for you, we'll get for Samuel Eto'o, will be there for a prime. You understand? Prime Barcelona. We'll get for Samuel Eto'o, and then we'll align all the other people that were back. What did Rigobert Song do? Rigobert Song drove for back. He called his nephew, Alexandre Combi, of course, one day. Now, so they take chaos, Qatari Nations Cup, World Cup for 2010. We had one of the best. We were actually one of the favorites for that World Cup for African soil. But if you do anything because of that kind of chaos. So for me, moving forward, for answer my brother, he talk equation again. Every time somebody just shows more stubbornness, disunity, disrespect, you're not patriotic enough. Anytime a person exhibit that any of those qualities, we need to put them very far away from national team. National team will be in a place where we'll get that basic rules and principles. Say you get to be very, very disciplined for play for national team. Not even about talent. Because every time we don't go with more of discipline than talent, we don't always get results. So I'll be talking about Biina. Thank this caller too for even remind me. So we get 7 players from Guinness Super League where they play this competition and will win. But people will see done online and talk how football for Cameroon, nothing they happen for football for Cameroon, nothing they happen better. If we can have 7 players that are playing our local leagues, playing during this competition, and we're winning the tournament, it means we're doing something good on here. And I will bet you say that the only place that we minister and a gang, they never put their handy. They don't always step aside because for them, they're facing a failure. They don't understand that for their way, God go pass expose them. Shout out to Biina, super goalkeeper, very young. That's another philosophy where they happen around this team, around Fecafoot, in management for football for Cameroon, where I really like them. The fact that they're encouraging teams to use very young players, the fact that they're encouraging very young players, picking at 16, 17, 18, get for be sure if he play, if I go play for the national team, you know, we only play now under 17 or under 18. When we be the grow, when we be the play football, it no matter if you be the Maradona, you did 18 years old, you only play now under 18. But look at what Lamine Yamal are doing. Look at what Mbappe did when he was just 18. Look at what Kofane did at 19. Look at these female national team players. Go check their age now, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Very young squad. So now, until we go for welcome them. If you know you want to play long enough for national team, start playing when you're 15 years. Develop your talent for when at 15, you're already playing there. So by the time you're 22, 25, we know you already play for them for 10 years. Nobody say you want to start playing for national team where you did 25 and then you want to play you to reach 50. No. The whole policy about very young players, I like them because not only are these kids energetic and they can run around, look at how these kids played during that final. 130 minutes, they see play again, they say if they bounce ball, they will continue. Because they are young, because they respect rules and regulations. They take instruction from coach and they do it to a coach one time. Did that team at the final, did they play like they were playing individually? No. You see the way they play, you show them a very collective game. Now, a group of players, they play together as a unit. That was why they were able to just do what they did at the finals. Any day I will talk about discipline will beat talent. Any day, anytime. Discipline and hard work. Like they ever talk and they say hard work will beat talent when talent no be hard working. We don't see them again and again. You say, oh, for Eto'o house, name that Eto'o be the most talented. Now David be the most talented for Eto'o house. But guess who play professional? Guess who make the family wealthy and successful and influential? Now the one will be the less talented. And we will see them again and again for different domain. Now, how disciplined a player be, how disciplined a team be, now you go help them win competition. Even how talented they will see France. They have the Ulysses, they have the this, they have the that. If we go individually, all Man Benose fans will just crush this competition. But Yamin Lamal, he come up from the Yamin Lamal will know him, the talented player will go carry ball, will do any kind of stuff, play more as a group, play more as a team. And he was so disciplined doing that. Now he makes Spain win World Cup. So any day, anytime, a disciplined group will do far more better than a talented group with less, which is indiscipline. We already talk about the Cameroonian coaches. The staff technique, wonderful. Dimitri, I just love him. You see somebody who wants to work. You need to even see. Just imagine what will happen under Mark Breeze. Person will go for press conference. They ask a question about people that will play for Nations Cup. He turned the one talking about Samuel Eto'o. Anything was just it was just troublesome. When I hear Dimitri talk one time something negative about any person, no, the only ball. The whole staff technique, and that's one thing I wanted to appreciate. These were girls. It seems like they are most of them are very, very smart. I don't want to use the word educated. Okay, okay, so one caller again. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Baba, you want to add something?
Yes, Papa Toride.
Yes, Baba. Alpha.
Hey, Papa, thank you for this good show, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wish you do. Thank you. I just want to add my voice too for everybody who don't talk and right. In fact, I really be so happy for girls that what they do last night, yesterday. I want to talk say for this world, there's some people that get for growth. This poverty mentality waiting for Africa, it causes a lot of problems. We still get that mindset say this, so when you do for some position until you die for day, because people they feel say when you do for some position like captain or they put you say you're some commissioner, you manage something.
They own forever.
Own forever. You don't want to leave that position again. So even when you're weak, you go, you don't get the energy. You still get that people that they support you, that people that they benefit from you.
Yeah.
They type of still push you them, you still stay for them. No, even say now you like for stay for them.
Yeah, now people them now.
Yes, people they have to push you. Yes, it causes a lot of problems. You see what will happen for a team, how strong for this tournament. Not so we will do better, we will qualify like other teams that we qualify. Because we use like the other way they say they give 4 chances for other people that can join the 12 teams. I think say will not be disciplined enough.
Yeah.
Will not be listening to the coaches and the team will be control.
Because they will say they be big players.
Yes. Any man know which any man to get your own idea, any man want to bring your own kind of things there for talk about. Yeah. The truth is I say what you do for any group, once they appoint some person, say this person a leader, you can respect no matter them. How that person did, respect that person.
Yeah.
If you don't respect that person, you will fail and the group will fail.
Yeah.
Would you face this thing for Africa because would you think say leadership it only means it must matter for you or you must be part of that leadership.
Yeah.
You still play your own role as a team player. The people they observe you from your discipline, only from your manners, only from your attitude.
Yeah.
They say as a man a good leader.
Now the key person for the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see the team succeed up to this end to this yesterday match, not because this new leadership they put out, they will come with discipline.
Yeah.
They will focus on discipline. They discover say talent there for this group, but that discipline lack.
Yeah.
So they start preparing the match. Every match they give assignment. Every match they give assignment. They take it on one match at a time.
Yeah.
They don't prepare the whole tournament one time. They prepare on one match at a time, and they succeed. The match they go play tomorrow, they start work on that match.
Yeah.
They focus on the other team, their playing style, their weaknesses, and so on. They focus on that. And you see, say, we achieve one match at a time to the finals.
Yeah.
You see, the propaganda will begin and say, those two girls for Malawi, those two sisters there, they get talent, everybody will understand.
Yeah.
But the style we can focus, the plan with the focus, they just tackle those two girls and all the whole team if they down.
Yeah.
Because they don't get strong defense, they don't get good goalkeeper. But because they will get a two striker the way they score at any time, it will weaken the other opponent there.
Yeah.
So it will be a very, very, very good game for we, and we will follow the assignment and we'll achieve them.
Yeah.
Thank the Lions. Kudos to the coach.
Yep.
Yes, kudos to the coach. I'll give all praises to Fizz for bringing this coach because it starts from there.
Yep.
Any other person will be vexed for the team. That's fine. Make it go.
Yep.
I think say everybody get it right for making decision. They no regret. They no regret tomorrow. Say this. Oh, if I be no, you see. Yeah, no regret tomorrow. Yeah, so I thank God. So all we'll smile. Come on, and we'll smile yesterday, and we'll continue for smile. If we continue for listening, and we'll follow rules and regulation. Every institution get rules and regulation. We'll not follow them. If you don't follow them, we'll always get problems. Thank you, Tori man.
Oh, Baba, thank you very much, Master. Well, get show so when I try the call as you call us, so it make it more interesting.
Yes. Thank you for your show.
Okay, Baba.
Yeah, God bless. Good night.
In that's the truth. That's just the bottom line. Truly, it make a whole lot of sense when you say if you like structure, no day, but me and many other people who feel like some small structure actually they we are not just respecting it. It did the same like how I'll tell some man say, Cameroon get one of the best laws them around the world. But the problem I say, SK they respect the laws them nobody wants to respect. But mean say laws they need to exist. So now the same thing, we feel like there's a small structure in place where we build from. But if we get people there that only interfere, people that no one respect and players there, they feel the big pass, the structure in place, we will continue for the get this disorganization. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Baba, Alpha.
Ade, how are you?
No, I did fine. You want to make small contribution, we'll close.
Yes, I want to just chip in.
Reduce the volume for your Facebook.
From the okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, now your brother Chavi from Ohio.
Yeah.
Brother Chavi, I joined the conversation late.
Yeah.
I actually pop up for Facebook earlier. Say now so my people then True Lion, my brother from Bisonabang.
Yeah.
And Ibubu, my brother from Gucci.
Yeah.
So my people that get the show today. So first off, I want to thank the Lioness them for a good job done.
Yeah.
It gives a lot of hopes for the men team. We don't see how disciplined the girl every day.
Yeah.
And before I even want chip in with what I go talk, I say I want to applaud the previous speakers them, the callers them.
Yeah.
Like this, my brother, we just come out for call now. He hit some good points. You see, if they put anybody that poverty mentality way. We get them from Africa where when you don't get a post of responsibility, you feel now.
Yeah.
You want just remain there. You don't know how to step down, give somebody else a chance for do something better where probably you be start achieve good things, but you know be attain a certain level because of lack of probably sportsmanship or the little factor then we you feel put them together for succeed.
Yeah.
But we don't see which way this our female coach don't do. And moving forward, even before this tournament, it will be make a bold statement, say anything concerning female soccer will be handled by women.
Yeah.
Because truly we need to give a chance for ladies for handle the men sports.
Yeah.
So more leave ladies, they may they handle their sports. And if you take note, this our coach don't just prove for we say women that get a lot of potential. And if you see how quiet this girl they be there, and they do the job.
Yeah.
And Sako, you don't play ball, I don't play small. They say a team where they play together be better than an all-star team. You know from your days playing soccer.
Very true.
And even True Lion, my brother, no. A team where they play together be more dangerous than an all-star team. Because all-star team, Ungene go talk say if he play 9 better than Ajara in short. Ajara go talk say, oh, Celine where they put themselves back in a defense final, why way they consider the way a team where they play together like this, our girls and show we they don't show with distinction, say, a team where they play quiet, concentrate together. You just say all that Naomi told them nobody hear all that criticism for semi-finals and quarterfinals where they be criticizing, but then they step up in the final. Cameroon not only win this final, it show the well of soccer. Say they fit dominate soccer. And mind you, it be get some panelists for some station for Cameroon when I even understand, say 7 of those girls and they come up from Guinness Super League from Cameroon. We get a lot of potential. I be don't hear some your program where you be who come talk say even all these ballet bad and who like and today, if they don't fit play, make them go for grassroots for Cameroon.
Pick players.
They select for every team. Those teams where they win all those Super Cup and League. They take 2, 3, 5 players from each of those leagues, then they will still defend the nation. Now, best loser than that, they say the rejected stone don't become the cornerstone. They don't write history. Now, when last Cameroon win 3-0 for finals?
For finals.
Both teams, whether female or male team. When last? So watch the game yesterday. Will be the fear. Even you when you talk so, my brother Sako, I know you. Not be sure you be the fear, but you be optimistic. Because those Malawians they play. They reach in front of Cameroon, they disappear. It be like the land ball. I don't know what will happen. They would don't suffer. We don't play 4 finals. We don't suffer in the hands of Nigeria where they be outstanding. I don't want to talk saying that because it will not be no ball, but what time no we don't reach. So might give chance for other people to talk. My brother, would you follow this show? We will die here.
No, I think we don't slow down a little bit, but now I'll organize for every other time we'll get here and talk about, because like you talk, if we need to discuss some of these things, then plenty people don't even know how they work out. Plenty people don't even know say players they play the competition, they come over Guinness Super League. Some people they still feel say we don't even get league. They just feel say maybe they pick the player for air. No, we have a structure in place that can produce results. Now, for at least respect that structure and then insist somebody picking a bit more discipline, and then they just work hard, we will always get result. Now the truth that we did. But thank you very much.
True. And this is to you and to the entire Cameroonians the way they're listening. Make somebody where you don't do something first. No, make you where you come from underground level where you use stairs. When you don't use elevator, you use stairs. You feel say you don't feel do enough. If these young girls, if this were young sister them, because of that attitude where those superstars them put forth, if that was sister, that was young sister, they will feel like, oh, these girls and they don't set a stage for we. They don't do everything. Even in as much as we want showcase our talent, we not supposed take their position. If they be feel limited, they know for take this cup.
Talking about that, you remember a time when there was an indisciplinary issue. Fekafu suspend players suspend coach. Player then go on strike, say they no play, they no bring back that coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
They write letter for night.
They do video, put on social media.
Whole meeting.
No, not even that one for national team. Another man picking their own. The female, I think that the female under 21. You know, say the girl when Ikomo best player for Guinness Super League. This last season we passed. They no go AFCON.
Really?
Go extremely talented because of disciplinary issues. Under 21. Their coach, some scandal be there, say what that coach touched on get on away to something. I don't think you remember. So Fekafu, before you know how they work for before they investigate the matter, they put you the coach for corner while they investigate the
just like they did in Spain. That's why he win finals for Spain for ladies, and they be put today he be under scrutiny.
So that was what happened. So they suspend the coach, Fekafu suspend coach, the staff, and all of that. That picking they wake up, go do video for social media, say, oh, they no play, they no go competition. Bro, it told you gather all them. So now shift. That is how it's supposed to be.
Kind of
and talking about for emphasize which we talked the other time, say anytime we some player make it actually say no one play, we put it for corner. Bro, if you go pick some picking for Banga Bakundu, put it for national team. You pick someone picking for Manfi, you put it for national team. You pick someone picking for Kumbu, you put it for national team. Pick someone for, you know how many picking Abubakar inspire him. If you pick picking for the villages, every picking for that village gonna say, oh, now so the team don't be now. It means any Manfi play, now the team that way they produce player.
Talent.
Now the thing that way they produce talent.
People they say talent.
Yep. Now the thing that way they produce talent. Name now how much money I put out football or which kind of infrastructure. No. I get for the growth of players where I see Kalesone, I see Nzibakem Victor, I see Pius Ndefi, I see Oseng that all of these grandfathers, and they meet at the dream as I want play. Now so you get for B. Remember back in the days, Cameroon Cup, if you don't see BTK, you will see Roma. If you don't see Roma, you will see them, you will always see some Kumba Pikin. And then when you don't come up, comes, say, hey,
you see Uku, they 17 years. Nyasako, they 16 years, they play for Lakers for second division, they go move them for school.
Yeah.
They can't play. He inspire a lot.
Now he inspire Pikin for play. And they tell people, and I will continue to tell people. The performance where Bihina they don't put her out. The woman will get the next good coach when a female. Because of which we don't do.
I not be learn. I be make that bold statement about that girls for return back to you. Like you do which way you do. We the listen. We be proud of which way you do. No let somebody tell you say, oh, you know, get for go touch that agricultural farm we used to go there for that Maui. It deserve good way.
Good.
Inspire some business mind for spike that mind.
Yeah.
For do something great for your community.
Yeah.
No leave I made a limit you to talking just sports.
Football. Yeah.
Brother, you are the voice of the people. Do give people a platform for be able for build community. Now why you do which way you do.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So
I like you bringing that up because then you don't pay attention. So man can't tell me say, oh, so man can't tell me say, oh, go talk on the football. You want to talk football? They say, oh, go talk on a film. Okay, Baba. Thank you very much.
Okay, bro. Yes, we did at the listing, my brother. Thank you very much.
No, thank you
for giving me the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we have a community that is loaded with people who can do things. We're not joking at people the way they remind them. By the way, talking of that, we are starting a segment on Twitter, which is going to be like TED Talk. So I see my brother come over talk for you, give people the platform. We actually set up a system, a platform where I don't know if any person don't watch TED Talks. It will be the same like how they do TED Talks. Where people if you come for they get their 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. For present their project. We do good quality videos, good quality videos of you presenting your projects with diagrams and images and anything, and we'll put it out there. I don't realize it, so many people they do businesses away. They want people for can chip in, they want investors for come, but they never present the project for public. So many people they get organizations where they want more people for come in, they never present the project for public. So many people they get business idea. You understand? But then if you go ask them, they don't even get time to explain for you. Or if they want to explain, they'll explain for who and who and who and who. So once set up the platform for some way professionally, so person can present a project and if we take that video, push it out there for see how they feel raise funds, see how people feel support you. And now one other way that will continue to build community. I like what we talk also about people that really feel like they can limit me. Oh no, you must only talking about football because you play now football. Oh no! By the way, I did law for university. When I don't hear me, I talk law for you. But so they go be I want to talk something about law. I want to explain something. Someone will say, "Oh no, you need to talk about law." And no, you need to limit me. Most of the times, I do my research on things before I even open my mouth talk. Now the mistake that I need to make them. I need to open my mouth talk about you. I don't know me. No, I must just see some topic. I do my small research on. Even if not Google research, I call one or two people that ask before I can talk on which way I know. No be two I don't know. Like I said earlier, we have a community, a very beautiful community with wonderful people, what an talent, what an smartness, everything, what an hard work. But we are not just organized to put our resources together, to put our energy together, to put everything we have, even if we are doing it from a distance, but towards actually making our community better. Thank you very much. I think Saro address Otinabwa address some. Mama Celine Eko, Vice President of Fika Food, actually the President of Female the female football league. Whew, I don't even know how to thank her. I don't even know how to celebrate her. But this woman, not only standing behind Eto'o, not only standing by Eto'o and teaching him and guiding him, because Eto'o we go for the Eto'o, we really know how to work. The people that mama selling a code, they stand for the test. Okay, now see what we'll do. No, if you do one, no, if you do that one, no, if you okay, yeah, go ahead, do the one. You want play, go play. Jig your shoulder for up, do any kind of thing. Today would leave you may play. But at a particular time, Eto'o executive, when I put the mama Eto'o they for the now they can't say no. You know if you do the one, okay, we can do. And I remember there was a time when Eto'o threatened Mark Breeze, I will fire you. And okay, the Eto'o with me and Noam, he go fire that coach because I saw me to do. But when you go for executive, mama selling a code, they say nope, you know if you do them. Now what about Eto'o, it no matter whether some picking agree with you, whether some team, no, if you be talented and if you produce results, we will bring you for national team. But when I remember saying not only about talent, about character also. You can be talented, but you are disorderly. You be disorderly person. You don't go feel bring me results. So at that point in time, your character don't annul your talent. So shout out to Mama Celine Eko for the wonderful job you're doing. You don't see videos out there where if you can president the Waka G Cup, now say you should I don't be for up. They say now so we will do for pastor a side, we will do for church. Now so all we now so I should have it. Now so the Waka was should have for up. When I just give even a 1 or 2 day, when I 3 days, maybe too high, maybe too black. When I remember say when things are nobody go fine, when I be laugh it too. When things are be fail, when I be coach it too. When things are nobody go well, when I will blame my own it too. Now when things that go well, when I leave the boy, when I leave the man, me to enjoy, may celebrate. You understand? Maybe not that celebration, maybe not that happiness, maybe not the joy way you go enjoy them these few days. Now I go make you be like, you know what? More do more. Win AFCON and win World Cup. By the way, Cameroon the plan for organize Nations Cup again. Now because one host and take. Now the plan that we already get female Nations Cup, one now AFCON, and then we'll start target World Cup. Yeah, we'll get plan for take World Cup. So shout out to President Samuel Eto'o. By the way, talking about President, when I get Samuel Eto'o, we'll get Samuel Eto'o for level for national. We'll get Ndaze Valerie for level for Southwest. My brother and Ndaze Valerie, you're doing a wonderful job. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I really wish, I never really follow my brother for Bamenda, Abonde, I think Abonde Divine or something. I never really follow you, but I think he's doing a good job also. But for you, Ndaze Valerie, I don't follow you now for close to 4 years. You've been doing a marvelous job. Every time, what teams they not only qualify for Interpol, but they always qualify for either Elite 2 or Elite 1. We don't always get representations. Either they go for Interpol, be champions. Every year, day in, day out. Continue to do the work, continue for the support, because that's how it's built. If Southwest Fecafoot they fine, Littoral Fecafoot they fine, Northwest Fecafoot they fine, all these Fecafoot they be managed by people like Ndaze where they produce results constantly. Guess what? Now so you nourish the main Fecafoot, and also will continue to get results will be sustainable. For me, I will talk at any day, anytime. If Samuel Eto'o resign now as president of Fecafoot, they ask me say, Sako, who you think if he represent, if he take over from Samuel Eto'o, I will talk say Ndaze Valerie. Because for the last 4 years, he not only show say he be good learner, he don't show say he know how to execute. And a very humble person, a very community-oriented person. Person even before he get into football, he'll always be passionate about helping our community do things differently and doing things better. He don't get the opportunity now for do for Fecafoot, he do them. So if you ask me, say who will replace Samuel Eto'o for Fecafoot right now? For me, Ndaze Valerie. Shout out to you, my brother. Moele Kombi, to be honest with you, I want to thank Moele Kombi. I want to thank Moele Kombi for all the fights we put up. I want to thank Moele Kombi for all the disorganization. I want to thank Moele Kombi for all the back and forth with Fecafoot and Samuel Eto'o. Because now some of that back and forth, that fight, that argument, now they push Samuel Eto'o for one be best, for one do best, for one win at every occasion. I know who Samuel Eto'o be. You don't want to challenge him. If you think you're Pep Guardiola and you think you can swap him with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and if he add 50 million, he go for Inter and he go beat you and then take the Champions League. Now that kind of person Samuel Eto'o. If you feel say be Mourinho way, you challenge Samuel Eto'o, say, what I did at 32 years or at 37 years with you, he go come the next day against Manchester United, he go score 1 or 2 or 3. So Mwele Kombi feed on the do am we no. But the fact say don't fight Eto'o, query Eto'o, argue Eto'o, go back and forth with Eto'o and Fika food. Now you don't make Eto'o don't say, you know what, I will move that hard I will win that hard way. Whether I like it or not, I will win World Cup for proof on National with Samuel Eto'o. So Mwele Kombi, thank you for your stubbornness, thank you for all your disorder, thank you for everything we do. Now you be the reason we will continue win as we win. But at this point in time, I just feel you need to join the line. Just like you already start do. You see, so you play a role for back for Morocco. You see them for picture the way they carry a cup at the end of the day. You understand? You go see enter your record, sit that will be the minister, you be win Nations Cup. So now for you, for your understanding, Samuel to get interest, make Cameroon win because now person will always win in one loss. Stand in line, support the Pekin, provide everything we need them. We'll see what I know will win. You and not say you just feel say, oh, maybe if we had a white coach or whatever, or for place where we go best song, maybe we will do better odds. No, that is not true. We don't see them again and again say the coaches that will get them, they produce results for we, they don't produce results for we. So now for you, now for just leave them. Just time you for back, just sign the tune if you sign them. I think we'll get another caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Toride.
Yeah, Baba.
Sorry, I salute you.
Salute my brother. You want to add something?
You know, I want to add some small thing, Master. I'll be happy for follow program. I like what you do and salute all my way to watch.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, ma for congratulate Rangare and play ball. I shout confused. That is called 3 goals fine, Master. That caught back with Ranga put our hit. Master. Now, I congratulate Rangare.
Yeah.
But you see, as I don't listen, as another person talk, and as you don't talk, before that results, we can see a fee.
Mm-hmm.
Background work that they ever did.
Very true.
Hard decision and give a be made.
Yeah.
Before you see certain things that can happen for fee.
Yeah.
But, you know, we Cameroonian, they would, as the ever told, will be 25 million coaches and so.
Yeah.
I never still understand how a country like Cameroon, like, would question it about football.
Yep.
Man, we don't play for Champions League finals them. With the world grades them, you question that kind of about ball. We don't the other kind. Okay, see, we don't have wearing a win the cup so.
Mm-hmm.
This team wearing a win the cup so no be very, over be different from Eto'o in 2010 in Milan team.
Yep.
It been that same kind name the way they didn't be getting kind extra some kind team.
Yeah.
If they fit off the beginning of competitions in Milan will win Champions League that
no
year.
Man of agree.
But they will go now with team spirit.
Yeah.
And people they inside that team where they begin ego, but you see and say is no say person to Mourinho, so being a man we know for manage.
Yep.
That kind of player the way they go crazy.
Yeah.
You see, I know. Now the same thing we you see how we one go for tournament. And when Eto'o one stroke of do this for Cameroon, you see some Cameroon also for Eto'o time Eto'o be strong.
Yeah.
Eto'o be do this, Eto'o be do that.
Yeah.
So if you say if you be power with the strong, you can't see a pure strong, you live and
no.
you live and you made do that. So if you look the way they get in, they like getting their qualification, how they qualify go, it took a revamp the whole coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
Then bring new coaching staff. We bring problem. We people then go crazy. Say, oh, but you need to see. They need to understand. Say the man they look for ball. Now he they inside the team. He don't play the team.
Yeah.
He understand and better pass. We will look at from outside.
Yeah.
See, he take the hard decision. The hard decision. Adam can produce
good
result.
Yeah.
But people then if you say we want this small praise for it, they'll say, oh, you go praise that man. Other Africa who praise them, they need to be praising all that kind of thing.
Now lie, we don't always praise all president.
So yes. So but I don't understand how people they give a look, even like how the other caller talk and as you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty people in the way they don't watch the game, they don't watch the competition, they don't understand. Say majority of them guys where they play to go take that cup. Majority of them they play in that Guinness League for pay.
Yep. Yeah.
They don't even come on. Plenty of them come on abroad. Now most of that veteran one they come out as I come. Majority of that picking them, they come on for Guinness Super League for pay the way. Most of them say they never follow an upset. Most people don't follow an upset, they don't even be aware. So if you look in the way the man don't do, now if you look, okay, you watch the way they bring the cup, you see how they joy with it, you see how they can put up a fake quarters, you know. You see how with that, you see how with the beading, you see how with the beading, you see how with the cup look good for that beading, you know, you see how the picture and shine.
Yeah.
But now if you want to now say this, so maybe might even take credit, say he finished the beading
before the
kind
cup.
of a good beading. Just imagine say the cup become now
for that old office.
That old story beading. You see, I know. Cameroonian, I know the same Cameroonian, but to say, hey, look the kind of beading way.
Yeah.
They go with that cup, they go for this song war has.
Yeah.
So what you don't do money?
Yeah.
Federation. You don't see, I know. But now if you want to congratulate them and say, see, I don't finish beading, cup don't come a better palace. Puro to say reason no. Maybe you start a beading. You can finish and finish. Puro no even be. But I want to hear that talk. I don't want whether some other Puro talk that thing. They don't ever be has. They don't know so finish has even J pass. That skeleton you stand with it. Yes. Yeah. You see, so the man they do work now. Joe for week ammonia. As you talk, that fight with minister put her up again. So, you know, first thing whatever for talk put him. A tone of a man for 50. A tone on play ball and fight you for ball. He win the ball.
Yeah. A
tone of a man way he back down.
Yeah.
You need to play Champions League final them one after another way. Be that kind of man way.
If
you hear talk then fear back down. If a tone should that kind of level football be rich. Never tell you so that Monday so na person with a winning mentality.
Yeah.
Yes, you know gonna mentality will go for something go lost now. Now whatever even time we make team we want go for World Cup. They told us they go take World Cup. Some people they laugh.
Some people they laugh.
So you want to go World Cup, you know, so you know go take them. So you go do it with it.
Yep.
You see, I know. Yep. So that mentality way people they need to look the person we eat talk. The person will he lead the federation. Put the name look the person in particular. Say, but the man get kind of confiance now. You gotta look the man in history for football. You see, as if never get that kind of confidence where he pass them down for the young generation. Then, so if it don't be talk for one another, say, when I go take World Cup.
Men are out there.
That means the guy they want to play football for play football.
Yeah.
He tell them, it translate for them. Say even for that Manchester on the outside the whole day. You get that belief say you win all things.
Yeah.
You know if you go competition say you're lost. If you don't get that kind of belief, it means you never ever be great player.
Yeah, you never ever be great player.
You've been a normal average player.
Yeah.
You see, I know. So people and give a strong so even like where you even see as they don't come back now, people they talk say this so they told even shine past the player the way they play and do it, whether we like them or not. It don't be any normal Cameroonian where you go be fake a full president.
That's a mistake that they make up.
Yes, and a mistake that we put make our Cameroon. It don't a global star before federation.
Yeah.
Whether I don't even finish, then the worst thing I say to you, Cameroon never yet produced that kind of star way. We don't live at that level.
Yeah.
So we know. So it don't never even reach a level where Cameroon even forget you because he follow back step never even come.
Yeah.
So he go always get that stardom way. Any place where he go always shine. There's nothing. No man will do anything about that one. So when people complain about that kind of small kind of thing, I just pray that something and go prepare again final, so that go that walk up for Brazil.
People they hear we.
Make go make them again for it. But I believe they will go make them again for it because they will go now confident. This couple don't win, and so they will go again with more confidence. Go play fine again. Then that one the way they go for it. They go whether they talk say they go do now wait if the new coach come talk they know here they come up and they never understand it. New coach can talk for now whether in a new style of play or a discipline or wait
no
run lift team. Now the same thing this way. You see my case on one thing today where Cameroon and ever forget the Sako. You see the two way that they complain so where you see they put most plenty of this begin they behave so way. Now most of these people, these social media, they don't can spoil people.
Yeah.
Now this some of these big bloggers, them this would yes, they find any person way if they want to go against even the player, and they even get you mine for go against a two.
They go put your foot for down.
They just take the person now position and the person get weak mind. They start pushing say, hey, maybe all three man talk more here.
Yeah.
All that kind of thing. You put the man at head. When I start fight for thing away. You even lost concentration for the play football. Yeah. You lost concentration for the do things in way it gave a help your career. You go to fight the man way the man be ready retire.
You don't retire.
Yes, wait till Eto give again and again on top football. Still to play ball. Now you want take Nations Cup, or now you want take Eto get Nations Cup the pocket.
Yeah.
So and I did blogger them. They always bring the picking them. Start bring some compare. You see, Onana one day we play with the video to you so. No be doing.
Yeah.
I did blogger them take this
misleading. Yep.
Misleading so put and everything we go enter the day. And at the same thing where they take the Ajara so one turn and make.
Yeah.
You don't see them. And people they ever forget say 2017 African Nations Cup. We na the same kind we Onana be Onana no come the Nations Cup.
Yeah.
It's deny.
Anguissa deny for come.
Yes, Cameroon goes on team won't even see the team. They go bring back the cup.
Yeah.
And people they know even this same Onana again so Hugo Boss begins on matter.
Yeah.
We make a in the core Onana for a keep.
Yeah.
That way Onana come you know that way Onana come.
They say that it will for some.
That way to yes, that way Onana be take to level national team. They be people they be talk serious so now it took make a move that other Undua. Put Onana because I picking.
Yeah.
You see I know because talk the video pay serious so that Sidov and Iman they can't coach pay the fire man when it to bring that connection and bring it picking Onana. But now that same picking Onana where they told it took can force and national team.
Yep.
After tomorrow they put Onana back against the Eto. You see now. And the man go forward that trap. Cameroon they always do this thing time and time and again and they nearly learn. So I go home and say maybe people they don't know say as a cup dancer comes home, you go continue over the camp. It will a born winner.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I like the way we end guys, any person you want call for making contribution, you can go ahead and call. I like the way we end It on a born leader. And whether you like it or not, he get that winner mindset, he get that winner mentality. Whether you like it or not, he already know how to win. Now principles the way it's simple. You and me already know and I will respect them and for respect them consistently, for respect them over a time. Now it be difficult, now it be challenging. Now whether you see some man a great player, some man a good player, some man a average player, some man a just messer man. It don't know what it takes to win. All we need to do is bring average talent people together, make them to be disciplined, force them or push them to be, encourage them to be hardworking and stay consistent. If we not win the one, we will win the next one. If we don't win that next one, we'll win the other one. If we don't win that one, we'll win the other one. We'll get the pool, we'll get the quality of players the way they fit do them. Especially when we make picking understand, say, all I need for do now for play fine, they will come in for national team. All I need for do now for play, now for score goals, and they will come in for national team. For defend, they will come in for national team. Now the thing that will inspire the next generation of Roger Milla, Samuel Eto'o, and all of this. Now you inspire them, knowing say if you play fine, you get a spot. And that is what Fecafoot currently is wanting to do. Establish first of all, say any people will play fine, we get good character. Go wear that green, yellow. Look at our female national team, the age 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 18, 19, 20, 20. Very few with this kind of, and even a few days this kind of age, they respect the rules and the regulation and principles of what the coach at the moment or the staff technique at the moment want them. And I give you the result, we'll get them. Cameroonians have been eaten up, read the comment. Cameroonians have been eaten up by foolish politics and have lost their sense of purpose. Even the players have been chanting but Eto'o throughout the tournament. Has there been a time where we have been players all around as happy as they have been since Eto'o took over? All this shows that little issues are generated by non-football actors because of self-interest. Very true, my brother Angam. Very true. Very true. And they speaking that they do the thing. Trust me, I tell people all the time, I play football for Cameroon. I don't play for some super level, but I play for level where I feel tell you, say, okay, now so football be day. And when I look what is happening right now, we are making tremendous progress. If we don't pass the play, they far away. We don't pass on 20 years ago. But just how many years ago? Just 5-6 years ago, we need to be playing League 2 to go in. We need to be even playing League 2 to go in. Just 2 years ago, Young Sport Academy, They play league, they need to go match because they say they don't get money for pay transport and wait for go match. And the team they don't want our first division. No. Football na business moving forward. If you get the money, you get the capital, you get everything. Bring team, make team, we'll put you on first division when you play. First of all, I need that. Thank every person. So yeah, as I will talk, Mele Kombi, we thank you for your disorder. We thank you for every chaos where you create them. Now they are chaos, now they are disorder. Don't challenge Samuel Eto'o for realizing, hey, I need to win something. If I don't win something, it will work you. Samuel Eto'o was so happy. Look at how happy he was today. I say the Jake show. I don't see the play na play, but you understand. So now you to that the challenge you say, hey, if you know so if you do better than me, wait till I know for you, it can take over and then do better. Now you that to the challenge, even footballers them. Have you realized back in the days when footballer retire, now for Cartier, the dreaming bull, sleep woman them, do that one, before I know, oh, do one no sick, you don't die. But now footballers are actually rebranding themselves. Footballers they know they again that way be day. No. Footballers they now they rebrand themselves. And before they want to finish school, Alexander Song, it already go do a certification. Now Bernard Chutanda, it already go do some small course. Oh man, Ashiwebo, Serge Blanco that, it make videos them. Before you know it, they'll find a small place, a point and all of that. That is how it's supposed to be. It don't make them, it don't make so many ancient footballers, they don't realize, say, hey, so our work not be only then for play. If we come into and manage, not only as coaches, but as administrators. Now so it get for be. Now this generation get for inspire the next generation. Now that generation get for inspire the other generation. And then things will continue to get better for our community. Before you know, we get Cameroon when a manager for some team for some site. Cameroon when a coach for some team for some site. Now so it get for worker. But we get for learn for like all man don't talk for this show. When they appoint your man for the position, make the man know his roles and then respect them, do just what they are supposed to do. May every person do just what they are supposed to do, and then we'll see how we gradually will get to where we want to be. 2 hours, 30 minutes already. Thank you guys very, very much. Thank you guys very, very much for this live. I think it was very, very interesting. Like I said, every now and then. By the way, on Sunday, we did shows. We'll do a live with my brother, Tres Catos. We'll do a live. We'll talk about AFCON. We'll talk about African football. We'll talk about the tomorrow of African football. But before that, maybe we'll get other segments in. We have a lot of beautiful things that are going to happen on Toridi, especially this coming day. Shout out to you, Valentine Bobby. We have a lot of beautiful things that will happen on Toridi, especially this coming days. I was down for a while. The last 3 months has not been easy on me. The last even 8 months never be really good. From last year, I was going through some really difficult moments. But I think gradually I'm getting back to being me. I'm getting back to doing what I really like to do, which is this. And we'll continue for push, continue to bring different people then for the platform. We can discuss with you, they be professionals on which they know for talk and then see how we move our community from Saturday to Saturday if we take and go. Thank you again very, very much for every person we every day for comment section. Shout out to you, my brother Carl. Shout out to you, my brother Carl. Shout out to every person who participate for this show. This was just so interesting. Yeah, this was so fine. This was so fire. Again, we'll get shows the way they come up during the week and even for weekend. Just take glue. Tell some person about Toridi. Tell some person about Toridi. Me tell some person about Toridi. Me to tell some person about Toridi. See you later.